Harry Potter.
What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. How's it going? Keely Chow is here. Strange Marvel Theories. Jerry Korea. I'm so upset with David Zaslav. Okay.
Does that have to do with Harry Potter?
No, it's about the HBO Max now being called Max, I believe.
Wait, aren't you happy about that?
Because it's my name?
Yes.
No, because it sounds stupid. They've been making a lot of bad decisions. Hey, Brucifer. Hey, Ruby 900. Damn, the end of that Mando episode. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Definitely. Where this is going to be spoilers. I'm not even putting the spoiler warning up because enough people aren't watching this show. So we're just going to talk. Oh, what should I change my background to? Hold on. It was so good, Zeke said. I think it's pretty good. Definitely better than the last episode. I do have some criticisms for sure. Hold on here. I'm the only one on screen here. Okay. Remember, if you're just getting here, like that video or like this video. What do you mean that video? This video. We now have a 50 like goal. Hey, Taladia, how's it going?
Hey guys, I watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
You really enjoyed it? Good. That's great. Oh shit, my stinking mouse. My stinking mouse is all screwy.
That's gonna be a fun night. Oh,
okay.
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I really enjoyed the Mandalorian episode. I do. I'm very well. I have a topic for the.
Let's hear X, man. Come on, let's go.
What?
Oh, it's okay. I've realized that Star Wars fans are very fickle.
No, that's not what I mean. Like, this is the end of Star Wars. That's not what I mean.
Oh, you're not going full Doomcock? It's just like you're just going half cock.
I'm not half cocked or all cocked or whatever. No cock. I mean, yes, I have. No,
that came out wrong.
No cock.
It happens.
No. What I mean by is this the end? I'm talking about Djarin. Is this the end for Djarin? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, if you listen to Grace Randolph, yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Is there a Grace Randolph clip?
No, remember when she was like, Pedro Pascal is out of Mandalorian, blah, 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 blah.
You got me.
Third season's his last season. This was like a year ago, man. Remember?
Yeah, and everyone says she was full of it, and she's not exactly full of it. No,
it seems like, I don't know. We still got another episode left. Everybody calm it down. Okay?
I mean, this is speculating.
Star Wars is quality content.
It is. It
to
is
a certain degree.
To a certain degree. I'm trying to find the image here I had of Bo-Katan holding Grogu because That's significant. And I had an image here. Where the hell is it? I was gonna bring it up. I can't find it on my computer. I gotta delete all these weird thumbnails and stuff off my computer.
I thought you were gonna say something
Holy-
else. Delete all the tabs of all the sites that you've been exploring.
No. What do you mean the sites I've been exploring? I've been exploring Star Wars and rumor sites. What sites are you exploring, CJH?
Oh boy, CJH is on one of
Alien
those sites.
conspiracies.
Yeah.
Alien conspiracies? Yeah.
Yeah.
I kid.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. That was not Djarin who stayed behind and possibly sacrificed himself. What do you mean it was not Djarin? You have a
Are you
theory
talking-
that it was...
Are you talking about this episode?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the guy that actually died. Spoiler warning for the Praetorian Guard.
Favreau Vizsla.
No, I'm talking about Djarin was captured so far, and they're going to investigate him. And
They're going to interrogate him, yeah.
I don't know. I say 50-50.
You know that General Hux's dad was in the episode?
Yes. My wife liked that part. She's like, "Oh, that's Hux's."
No, dude.
Yeah.
Watch Grogu kick Moff Gideon's ass.
What?
Yeah.
Grogu was.
You heard it
Grogu
here first. He's gonna bitch slap him with IG-11 or 12.
IG-12, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Sit down.
Grogu can speak
Give me my
now?
saber.
He could say no or yes. Yeah.
He goes, no.
With Taika
No.
Waititi, he's got a kid's toy with Taika Waititi's voice.
Oh, I imagine so many people are just fuming just because of that. It's like they already don't like Taika Waititi's voice. They already don't like that. It's like, oh.
Strange Marvel Theories kicked it off with a $1.49
Boom.
super sticker. Thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. Boom,
didn't boo
not
you, I said
boo.
boom.
Boom. Yes.
Explosion.
We need to bring back the saying "bada boom, bada boom."
The weirdest
What is
guys
this,
in the room.
1950? No.
Okay. Oh god damn this stupid mouse. My mouse is coming Friday. I ordered a mouse. Okay.
Got a mouse.
So Djarin, let's talk about it though. Do you think that they would actually go as far to sacrifice him and save Grogu and Bo-Katan for the good of Mandalore, the ultimate sacrifice?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah.
You think they would go that?
Did it. Why
You
not?
think they'll
Luke
do that?
Skywalker did it. They did it with Luke Skywalker. I mean, it pissed a lot of people off, but they did.
You gifted memberships. Oh, thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. Let me bring that up here.
Awesome.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Thank you so much. That's really appreciated. It's really appreciate that, man. All right, hold on.
Yeah, he did five gifted memberships.
Oh, 5. Wow. That's great. All right, hold on. Let me bring that up here. We got to celebrate our gifted memberships. Remember to check your settings because we have some great patrons of MME that really support the show. And you need to make sure that you're eligible for one of those gifted memberships. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so we have, thank you to Strange Marvel Theories. Nick Victory Fire 007 was gifted a Strange Marvel Theories membership. Artemis was gifted a Strange Marvel Theories membership. Michael Carmona Jr. was gifted a membership. Oh no! Evil Max is back. Anthony. Strange Marvel Theories. You gave one to Evil Max. Oh great, he's back.
There's only one Max.
The
There
luck
can't be
of the
two
draw.
Max.
Thank you, Evil Max, for coming back. Vincenzo B was gifted a Strange Marvel Theories membership. And then what the is there from Brucifer? Max has no wow. Holy shirt, man. I don't know how I feel about that, Brucifer. Okay.
Did you say shirts?
I say shirt instead of
You know what I was trying to.
Oh, no. We're not selling shirts right now. We're not selling shirts right now. Maybe later. Okay. So now Brian weighed in. He says it's possible. It's possible. CJH, what do you think, man? Are they going to actually have Djarin pass under interrogation from Moff Gideon?
You know what I think?
What?
I think this all leads to the sequel trilogy. And I think it's going to make the sequel trilogy much better.
The sequel
Well, yeah,
trilogy
absolutely.
much better. Well, they are fleshing out storylines from the to the sequel trilogy for sure.
Maybe it'll bring fans back. Maybe the Rey movie will be liked because of the Mandalorian. People will
I don't
want to
know.
see
I don't know
the
if I'd
Rey
go
movie.
that far. Well, Mandalorian viewership is declining a little bit. They really, and I don't think this episode, so far as I heard, of course, there's more time to bring in the numbers. I don't think it moved the needle much. We got to see what happens with the last episode.
I don't, dude. As long as they keep making the show, I don't give a shit how many people are watching it. Does that make sense?
That's it. That's
You
asinine.
dig what I'm saying?
No,
What's
that's
that?
asinine. That's
How is that asinine? No, because
isn't
if they
it?
keep
Well,
making
you
the show, I don't care.
you personally.
Me personally, I do not give a rat's ass who else watches the show. As long as I get to watch the show, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I
So,
mean, Brian's right. Like,
It-
how many people watch Star Trek and how many people watch Star Wars? It's like, it doesn't have to be a big Avengers level movie.
Numbers
just gotta
matter.
be-
Numbers
if there's
matter.
a good enough fan base behind it. We're not talking Game of Thrones numbers here, dude. We're talking
Mhm.
a good enough number of the fans still watch it. They'll keep making it, dude. They made how many seasons of the Arrowverse?
9 seasons of Arrow, 9 seasons of
Yeah,
Flash.
Okay. So, okay. How many people watch that?
This costs more than the Arrowverse to substantiate. I understand what you're saying. If they still make it, is your caveat.
If they still keep making it, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You know, at the end of the day, like, cool. It's stuff to enjoy. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. It's exactly how I feel about Star Trek. Like, they're
Okay.
making it. I'm not complaining, bro.
All right. Well,
Times are good. Sorry, I guess I just took away like the entire like.
no. I think these numbers matter. The declining numbers on Disney Plus shows, they do
It
matter.
does, but I think
Honestly, what happened with Marvel? They stopped doing as many shows. You know.
Well, here's my thing. Okay, COVID, a million times over. Okay, it changed everything.
Mhm.
People's habits changed. They were inside a lot more. The only thing to do was to watch shows like these. Now you can get outside and actually go do stuff. It's a lot different, man. Or at least I feel it's different.
It sounds like you're going to the excuses, though.
I'm not
because
giving an excuse. I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, people's tastes have changed. People's tastes change.
If it's really good, they're gonna watch it. You build it, they will come. Just like House of Dragons and Last of Us. If it's good, people are gonna watch it. I'm fine. I like the series. I'm just saying I think it needs to do better. Yeah. I feel like what? Go ahead, CJH.
I mean, like I said, like Star Wars never really was this big, massive thing. Well, I mean, it was, but like a lot of the normies didn't watch Star Wars, if that makes sense. Like they weren't, well, they weren't big on the lore like we are.
Okay. Well, Brucifer's here. What was with that comment, Brucifer?
So like all the normies don't read the books and the comics and watch or play the video games and all that stuff. Like people aren't that into Star Wars as much as the fans are.
Well, these movies were making $1 billion, and at the beginning of Disney Plus, they
but they were pushing it. They were like pushing it onto the normies, and
Yeah, and it was working. It was working. Anthony. Oh, Anthony came in. All right, Brucifer, what's your thoughts? Do you think Star Wars is fine? I don't have to worry about the numbers. I think you have to worry about the numbers. I think there's a middle ground. It's not doom and gloom like the people that get the clicks want to tell you. It's a dumpster fire, but they do need to worry about getting the viewership back up.
Are you talking about Samba TV? The most unreliable sources?
No, I'm talking. No, Nielsen ratings.
Then haven't come out yet.
For the previous episodes, they have.
Where?
Oh my God, Anthony coming in hot. I was going off an older. I don't know. I have to research again. Whoa, Anthony.
I'm just saying they haven't come. The season haven't finished yet.
I know that. All right. Well, let me do some research.
Well, not only that, but you've watched these shows. Like, it's kind of one of those things. It's not like I don't know. I don't think it's like Game of Thrones where like there was always something every week to where like you're like, oh yeah, I need to tune in. The last few shows, I mean, even like Obi-Wan, like what major mystery in the middle of that show where you're just like, I have to come back for. You know, you came back because you're a fan, you like Star Wars, and you want to see the continuation of that story. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Brian is right. The pandemic played a big part on Disney Plus's viewership. People were stuck home. Disney Plus was pumping out these shows, and now people can go outside, go on vacation. You know, they're not going to get the same viewership anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Or at least not like season two of The Mandalorian. What was it, like almost 2 years ago, something like that.
A year ago.
A year,
But-
half or whatever. Like it's been a long time since. And then they already said that season 4 might start production later this year. Who knows? But
Well, it was long because of the pandemic, and then they had to wait their turn for VX special effects.
Okay, here I found this. It says Nielsen streaming charts for Mandalorian. March 31st is the farthest I could get because their Nielsen are a little bit delayed. With their usual 4-week delay, Nielsen have finally added the first season 3 episode of The Mandalorian to their weekly streaming charts. And the series enters the charts in 5th place on the general charts and 3rd place in the original series streaming charts with 823 million minutes. How does that compare to previous Star Wars series of Mandalorian? Contrary to the reports out there, Mandalorian season 3 actually add viewerships compared. Whoa, okay. All right. Compared to the season 2 premiere. What? What do you mean Max? I don't know. Everyone's look at Grace's reporting numbers are down. John Camp. It's not just the clickbaiters.
You need an L meme
Grace.
right now.
Of course
need
they
an
are,
L.
bro. Jesus Christ.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure when the whole show finished.
Oh,
next week,
here's a disclaimer. This is why we do this. This is why we fact check here. It takes me. It's really difficult for me to fact check and get those thumbs way. Get those thumbs way up there. Okay, so this is actually helpful. All right, and disclaimer: an earlier version of the article failed to take into account the very different runtimes for the season 2 and season 3 premiere of The Mandalorian. Something that drastically changes the ratings for season 3. I have corrected it in this new version. So the runtime of the premiere drastically affects the premiere's viewership.
Most runtime really, if it's like 35 minutes, 45 hour, it doesn't really matter. Like it's just people will tune in no matter what. It doesn't like the Last of Us first episode was an hour, and a lot of people tune in to watch that.
Okay.
So I don't think runtime really doesn't matter. I really don't care about runtimes.
No, but that's like if it's a 50-minute episode going against a 30-minute, of course it's going to have higher viewership, right? For season 2, if it's a 50-minute and season 3 has a 30-minute, and I believe the first few episodes were pretty short.
Today's episode was 50 minutes, roughly with credits, but it was decent.
All right. After a string of flops of less popular shows for Disney, Willow never made it onto the charts and was canceled. The Bad Batch also failed to ever register with an and/or reach 50% of the audience. But how do the 823 million minutes reported by Nielsen compare? This is the lowest recorded rating for The Mandalorian yet. Unfortunately, Nielsen has no numbers for. Okay, so this is just the article. Okay, let me click here for the details. I want some details. All right, hold on. This is. It's just the same article.
It's the same. They trick you.
What the hell?
They trick you. They trick you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They tricked you, man.
We find out. We find out after the season end next week.
Well, you know what would be good for me to research? The minutes of the premiere for season 2 and season 3. That would be good. Hold on. Premiere. Okay. Let me see if I can.
They already said that season 4 is already happening, so
Yeah, but I mean, this is still something to be concerned about. I'll research that later. I'll research that later.
They already said season 4 is already happening. Plus, I mean, what was it? John Favreau already wrote all the episodes and stuff like that. And Ahsoka is gonna do good in views because you haven't watched.
And you're saying that Kathleen Kennedy is failing at her job?
Oh my gosh, no.
She is. She did get caught lying.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
Did she? Oh, interesting. Where?
No.
Oh, I gotta hear this one.
No, not according to the clickbaiters. According to everyone.
Oh, let's hear this one.
You want to hear this first? Okay.
This tall tale you're about to tell
If you
us.
want to go at it, sure.
It's not a tall tale. She was, maybe she just doesn't know what's happening in Star Wars, like everything announced. This is confirmed lie. It's a confirmed lie.
Who are we slamming again?
Listen, Brucifer. I'm not gonna clip out I clipped out that clip from last night. Oh my god. Holy shirt.
You got backlash from it?
What clip?
I'm not even. I don't even know. It doesn't. Never. Don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. You don't watch the end of last night's live stream.
Oh boy, that's after I left, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, that's when the fun started.
Wait, is that when?
I blame CGH for that.
All right,
wait, Max danced?
No,
the island.
Oh,
the island question. That did me in. That did me in. Don't clip that out, anyone. Okay. I forgot to get the article. All right, let me.
Well, we all know that Max wants to.
Oh.
F.
No.
Is he trying to cancel Mac right now?
Yeah. Darn it! I had the article. I'm gonna have to go to the direct.com. I'm gonna have to go to direct.com to find the article. The island question was a legitimate topic. Kennedy is the queen of cancellations.
Wow.
The hatred.
It's not hatred to It's not hatred to point out.
It's a strong dislike.
No, I what? Because I call her on her shit. She has.
We know you hate. We know you hate Kathleen Kennedy.
While we're on the subject of Disney, did you know that Disney did get hacked tonight?
Really?
Wait, what?
Oh, I gotta change my password.
Yeah. Apparently, Disney got hacked. Its IT systems. An employee left a message that his corporation got hacked. The attacker went after the employees, and they tried to cover it up.
Oh boy!
I did not know that.
I have to find an article that's not like bounding in the comics. I had one earlier. It's just that my stinking.
This is why you need to put links in the description.
No, I do. It's just my mouse has been effing up, so it actually has been. It's been It's been closing.
Excuses.
The buttons.
Oh,
are
here we
sticky.
go. Yeah, it's an old mouse, from my bachelor days. No, I'm kidding. I was leading into your joke. I was kidding.
What?
No, it's
all sticky.
No, it's an old crusty.
That's even worse.
Like mouse that I found until my new mouse, because I ruined the other one by dumping a glass of water on it. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yes. All right. Brucifer, just so you know, you asked for the link. You're on Team MME now, so you're in. The link is in that group.
Oh, I didn't see it.
That's because you have to
scroll up.
No, it's because you have to, every time
scroll
somebody joins, you have to reset the link.
All right, so here I finally found an art. There's actually a lot of articles out, but I wanted to not get like bounding in the comics, and
they really made an article about that. Interesting.
Founding in the comics has gone way too political lately.
They are always political. Okay, so new Star Wars report exposes Lucasfilm lies about Kevin Feige movie. Despite Kathy Kennedy's claims about Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie, the evidence suggests otherwise. It was in October 2019 that Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige was announced to be developing a Star Wars
Really?
film. Yes.
I thought it was like last year. Okay.
She says, oh, that was never really a thing. That was through. Yes, there is, Voltaire. There is.
Bro, you have to resend the link every time somebody joins.
Oh, you put them in after the links were sent in there, dude.
Oh.
Okay.
So it is my fault.
That's what we're dealing with here.
All right.
I did not know that the Feige project was even announced in 2019. That was like a couple years ago, I thought.
Okay.
I thought it was like in 2020 they announced on 21.
All right. Well, damn this mouse. You're going to hear that a lot over the next few days.
When do you get
Max,
your new
do you want me
mouse?
to? Max, do you want me to post a link in the group chat?
No, I just did it. Okay. So thank you, Claudia. It was in October 2018. However, in March of this year, Feige's film was allegedly shelved, with many believing it was due to MCU's present time constraints. But after Lucasfilm president made headlines announcing 3 films at Star Wars Celebration, it was her denial about Kevin Feige's film that truly surprised fans. When asked about Kevin Feige's Star Wars film at Star Wars Celebration, Kathy Kennedy seemingly denied its existence altogether, saying there was nothing ever got developed. Okay. If Voltaire is here. Hey, Voltaire, how's it going?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Probably some more of that rumors and speculation you like to talk about.
Well, senior nerd, we could, if he's on Twitter, you could send, if you ask someone on Twitter, my stinking wrist is like bugging the shit out of me right now with all these clicks with this stupid mouse. But yes, you could send it to him if you'd like. If someone wants to contact someone on Twitter, okay.
At me on Twitter.
Yeah. Kevin Feige's project was something announced in the press, or I suppose fandom, but there was nothing ever got developed. I believe that part. It was announced, but didn't get developed, just like all the projects. We never discussed an idea. As everyone knows, Kevin is a huge Star Wars fan. If he did come up with something, I would be all ears, but that's never really happened. So it's not an abandoned project. It just never really happened. In his What I'm Hearing newsletter, Matt Belloni addressed the Lucasfilm president claims of the film's non-existence, noting Kennedy actually received updates on its status. Among these updates was Loki and Doctor Strange 2 writer Michael Waldron signing on to pen the script, and who has since publicly commented on its progress.
I did remember doing the Loki press. I believe somebody asked him about his Star Wars project, and they said, "Yeah, I'm working on it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh,
so it wasn't Kathleen Kennedy that announced it."
She should know. Listen, no more excuses for Kathy, Christopher. She should know what projects are announced in Star Wars, even if she's not the one announcing it. That's her job.
It wasn't announced, was it? It was like always a rumor. Who said it? When was this announced?
Well, we're getting to that. We're getting to that.
As for Feige, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. As for Feige's film having been announced in the press or fandom, Filoni set the record straight on his comment as well, explaining that Alan Horn, the previous Walt Disney Studio chairman and chief exec creative officer, is who announced the project. That's her boss.
Wait. So he was the one who announced it.
Yes, but she should know.
So it was above her pay grade.
So he didn't tell her.
Are you freaking kidding me? Now? Are you freaking? Do you hear this? Voltaire, help me out here.
This is Kathleen Kennedy white knighting for some reason. I don't get it.
No. Even if she didn't specifically announce it, if your boss announces a Star Wars project, should you know about it, Voltaire?
Yeah, of course you should. That's what I'm saying.
But
the people defending her are white knighting her for some reason.
Yeah, but if he was the one who announced it and he didn't tell her, I mean,
she should know. She should know everything.
I mean, yes, I understand. She should
she should know all projects announced.
Yeah, she should, but
I don't care who announced it, especially if her boss, Alan Horn, was her boss, right?
Yes, before he went to Warner Brothers. Yes.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
It's okay. Never mind.
No. Go ahead.
No, it is quite all right.
What? No. I want you to. Just don't get mad.
What difference does it make?
All the difference in the world, brother. All the difference in the world. If you're doing your job, if my boss announces a project that I didn't announce, I'm still going to keep track of that project.
Not if you're saying handle my lightweight.
What?
Dude.
What?
Have you ever been a manager?
If your boss is working on something and you're not involved in that project, why would you know the details of that project?
Yeah.
To even admit that it was officially announced?
Yeah, but like she didn't know details about the projects. He was
she didn't say she didn't know details. She said it was announced in the fandom. I mean, that is ridiculous.
He's gaslighting.
She said announced in the
He is
press.
gaslighting everyone instead of admitting the failures of Lucasfilm. That's not on me. This one's not on me.
She said in the press or the fandom. That's what she said. Either both.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what happened. I'm going to tell you, just because I know what it's like to work in a structured environment, which I'm sure many of you do. She's the boss of Star Wars. Then somebody over her head worked out this Kevin Feige deal. She didn't like it. All right. Which I don't blame her. Right?
Yeah.
And so she just ignored it. And now that it's gone because he's gone and it's dead, now she says, yeah, it was never official. Nothing ever came of it. But she's lying that it was like,
okay,
never
guys, did they march out on the stage? But it wasn't a big thing, though. It was us hyping it up mostly. I'm dead serious. Did they come on stage and announce him at freaking Celebration? They're like, hey, guys, here's Kevin Feige. Here's what he's directing. No, they never did that. So,
I mean, Brian does have a point.
They never came out on stage and announced it. They never made a press release. My goodness. It was all speculation based from scoopers and us fueling
Alan
the fires,
Horn is
man.
not speculation. Alan Horn.
Okay, so that's who leaked it.
Alan Horn's a leaker. Okay.
Yes.
He didn't leak it. He announced it.
I'm just saying, we've been talking about this particular situation with Kevin Feige potentially directing a Star Wars. The thing is it's one of those things. It's been speculation. There really hasn't been anything concrete. I don't remember them saying Alan Horn did that. Do you? I just remember Mikey Sutton saying, "Hey,
no one's mentioned Mikey Sutton in this at all. This is all Alan Horn."
I'm just okay. Never mind.
At the time, Horn acknowledged both studio presence in the announcement, saying it made sense for the two producers to work on Star Wars film together. This was also when other projects were falling through. I think this was also kind of like a damage control before Marvel had its own issues, to just get with the time frame, knowing that a diehard fan Kevin is, it made sense for these two extraordinary producers to work on a Star Wars film together. The official Star Wars YouTube show even announced Feige's theatrical endeavor. And this is where I knew this too. I guess
I just don't pay attention.
Yeah. Back in 2019, the Hollywood Reporter
let me hang it up, dude. I'm done.
No. You made this clip out even more exciting. Because I think Star Wars fans are beaten down that we give excuses I do, and there's going to be more proof. It's not over yet. We're going to bring up a post from Echo Base Network, my pals.
I have
Go ahead.
a link for you.
Okay.
Hold
All right.
on.
All right.
Let me put it in the
Back in
private chat.
2019, the Hollywood Reporter stated Feige just didn't discuss his Hollywood Reporter, his attentions for Alan Horn, but also Kennedy. But according to Baloney, Kathy Kennedy was never enthusiastic. So that
oh my god, she perjured herself. Oh, we are so done. You got her, Max. You got her, buddy.
She got herself. I didn't get her.
Good job, man.
I didn't report this.
Finally, after all these years of hard work on YouTube, you finally did it. Congrats, sir.
Holy sarcasm, bright Batman.
Brian, man. You mean Brian, man.
What?
Yeah, I sent you an article from 2019 when this was announced.
Finally got fired.
You're bringing up fake news, Brucifer?
What?
Nobody said it was fake news.
The ratings were better back then, all right?
Oh, okay. According to Baloney, Kathy K was never enthusiastic.
Did
I
you
think
just
that's
say
the real story.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the story.
Dave Baloney, the new guy who's running Star Wars, handpicked by
Baloney noted that in the
Lucas.
in the years following 2019's disappointing release of The Rise of Skywalker under Kevin Feige leadership, Marvel Studios released 8 successful. Okay, there's also Kennedy's record of behind-the-scenes issues. All right, we don't need to hear all about this.
We know about those issues.
Yeah, I think this was placed upon her, so she doesn't. Ultimately, I understand she doesn't want to take credit for this falling through because I think this was above her.
Wouldn't it be
This was her
Feige
boss.
that lied?
No, what? Feige lied. He was in talks, confirmed. I think he's got more pressing matters right now, though, right? With Marvel, he's got to make sure Marvel tightens its ship up. And I don't think this is anything Kathy ever wanted to do, honestly.
I never heard like details of the movie, what was going to be, what timeline it was going to be in. He just said like, okay, he was just doing a movie, and everybody was like, okay, well, let's see what happens to it.
All right, 1 second, senior nerd. I'll get you the
No, that's cool, but she said that there was never anything,
You're
never
imagining
real.
this. This was the trades and fandom that brought this up. They wanted Feige. We didn't say that, and that's not accurate.
She was
All right,
spinning it, which I get. That's part of her job, but I mean, that was a stupid way to spin it. She could have just said, "Yeah, it didn't work out. We were in talks, but who knows? It could happen again in the future. But for now, there's nothing hardcore planned."
I know some people are upset about this, but does it really matter in the long term of Star Wars?
Yes, it
Not
does.
a damn thing, Bruce.
Yes, it
As
does.
to her integrity,
Not really. Like he's just not doing the project no more. It's just it is what it is. Simple as that.
It does matter with
I
the,
think
with the
we've
history.
demonstrated on here that people have very short memories. So, like, honestly, it really doesn't.
I'll
Don't
show you
forget
how
about
it
it.
matters. It's just another one on the list. Although I will give her, I don't think this was her fault. This one, I think she didn't
You
want to have
just
anything.
blamed her for the whole thing.
I did blame her, to be honest.
I blamed her for spinning the
At least
truth.
you guys can agree with that, right? She can't
I'm
be
not
trusted.
blaming. I'm blaming her for not following through is not her fault, but lying about it
What
is. her fault.
executive can be trusted to tell the public the truth?
Are we defending executives?
fair.
What the hell's going on here? You're right. Yes.
I'm just saying.
Oh, this
Now
was
here-
on Twitter. Like,
here-
a couple months
yeah.
ago, I remember
I've
that.
seen people simp for certain directors on both sides, so just saying.
What?
No,
Wow,
it's
Max
not
would
saying
never
in
do
the
that.
name.
Never.
All right, so here we go. This is facts. Never forget this year either. Thanks to Tom
His name
from
right,
Midnight's
is
Edge.
Crack Rider.
All right, completed Disney Star Wars. These are facts here. J.J. Abrams, The Force Awakens.
Ames on
What?
Ames none.
Is this a credible news source?
Yeah, well, it doesn't need to be because this is accurate. These are all true.
Were all these projects announced officially?
Yes. Patty Jenkins, they did a video. Benioff and Weiss was official.
Okay, the Josh Trank one, I mean, we know what happened to Josh Trank.
All these excuses.
From Force flop, and that movie didn't happen.
I'm sorry. Not
Lord,
ready. People don't understand the development process. They're just not ready.
Lauren Miller went to did the Spider-Verse universe with Sony. What else? Gareth Edwards. I mean,
do you see what's happening here, Voltaire? They won't even let me read
good.
this. Voltaire.
It's amazing, actually. I no insults to everybody. I just don't get why everybody's such a Kathleen Kennedy apologist.
No, it's
I get
not.
it.
It's not for Kathleen Kennedy. It's across the board. People
No,
like.
I just think Max has an axe to grind, and his bias is showing.
Yes,
I do have a bias against Kathleen.
I don't hate Kathleen Kennedy.
I admit that. I don't hate her. I didn't want that to happen on the island.
I mean, I just say
Christopher gave me no choice.
didn't happen, just didn't happen.
Christopher gave me no choice. I didn't want that to happen. And
I gave you a choice. You could have swam off the island.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Max. Tweet it.
But here's my thoughts on this whole situation. In
Damn, I
Hollywood.
could have swam off the island.
Here's my situation that I see happening in Hollywood. People like to demonize actors, actresses, and directors, and they, in my opinion, simp for executives that have so much money and so much at their disposal. If you're telling me Star Wars doesn't have the greatest, Star Wars has the most opportunity and resources at its disposal, the most money, and she can't get it together, she absolutely deserves to be criticized. And these are facts. This isn't just an anomaly. Completed Disney Star Wars, J.J. Abrams' The Force Awakens, Rian Johnson, The Last Jedi. They didn't, to be fair, they didn't include Rise of Skywalker. Well, I guess they're including Rise of Skywalker not complete because it was changed.
I mean, it was changed. J.J. Abrams.
Rogue One was completed.
But it was taken over, rewritten, reshot by Tony Gilroy.
Does that matter?
Who do you think should run Lucasfilm?
Well, let's go through this. That does matter. That is significant.
It was reshot and complete. It was already complete. It's a done movie.
They basically Zack Snydered him, but Gareth Edwards was okay with it.
But
Max, Gareth Edwards was okay with it.
Yes or no?
Yes, it came out.
It was reshoot and reshots. Yes. The movie made a ton of money.
And it was one of the best Star Wars movies ever.
Okay.
Simple
and
as
it
that.
led to Andor. Okay. Josh Trank, Boba Fett canceled. We understand that one.
We understand that because Fan Stick flopped.
Yeah.
Boom.
True. Facts.
Lord of Miller Solo, reshot by Ron Howard. That was a disaster.
That's unfortunately. I wish we got Solo too.
Yeah.
But hey, at least they're doing the Spider-Verse universe with Sony.
Colin Trevorrow, Duel of the Fates. That was taken over by J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams, yeah.
Stephen Daldry, I remember this actually was going to go forward. They had a press announcement and through like Hollywood Reporter, and then there was also they started filming and they stopped filming on set. They stopped Obi-Wan when it started.
Wait, what? Wait, really?
Do you know that? Yes.
I don't know that.
The first
I know the writer.
The first version of Obi-Wan, they were actually on set, had everyone on location stopped.
Is there footage?
I'd have to get all the receipts, but I know it happened. I remember. I'm like, wow.
So
I was really upset.
I do agree. Obi-Wan should have been a movie.
Max's memory is not very trustworthy.
So we just rely on your word?
Yeah, exactly. Where's the proof?
Oh my God! Here we go.
Obi-Wan was
Max,
supposed to be
you could do the
Funny,
research.
we talk about this stuff like it's like so super serious.
That is true.
I got a question.
This is movie talk. It is super serious.
I got a
Damn
question.
serious, man.
I got a question.
It's like we're trading the land or something.
So Obi-Wan was supposed to be a movie then.
Okay.
Yes, it was supposed to be a movie before Disney Plus was a thing. It was a
All right,
Boba Fett
here
was
we
supposed
go.
to be the
Here we
Mandalorian, and then the Mandalorian became the Boba Fett, and then
yeah,
Boba Fett was in Mandalorian, and the Mandalorian was in the
Here
Boba
we
Fett.
go. Here we go. Here's the facts. This should never. This is embarrassing. This is from the Wrap. This is who's on the Wrap? That's
Roberto Gonzalez.
Roberto Gonzalez.
Oh,
it is Roberto Gonzalez too. It is Roberto Gonzalez
God,
too.
Lord.
Really?
Obi-Wan. Look, here you go. I remember I was so upset. Obi-Wan Disney Plus series delayed indefinitely. London crew sent home.
Wasn't it right before the
Oh, that was
pandemic.
COVID. That was when COVID.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It wasn't because
That
of
was
COVID.
pre-crazy COVID. Yeah, that was That was still January.
That was
2020.
not because
Oh, that was
of
January. Yeah, okay, that was pre.
God.
Yeah.
Now it's COVID. Wow.
Yeah.
See what I mean? I love all of you.
But isn't
really,
Humberto Gonzalez a scooper?
he's a troll and a scooper. Absolutely.
Okay.
No, oh my God, Brucifer!
All I said was
I just
okay.
didn't want to bring up a site that you don't trust. There's lots of articles on this. This isn't just Umberto.
But you chose this one in particular.
At an event on Thursday, Ewan McGregor downplayed the seriousness of the situation, telling reporters the show is still on schedule and will begin filming early 2021. Production of the Disney series Obi-Wan was been placed on hold indefinitely. The crew at Pinewood Studios in London has been sent home. Collider also reported.
Doesn't matter. It's out now. We saw it.
It does matter.
It's over.
Facts
He's just
matter.
talking about how the management has been. That's I think
Yes.
Max's point.
Yeah. This type of thing should not happen. This is, just like we criticize DC for shelving movies that are almost done and all the chaos there. We should be able to criticize this. I don't get this. Okay. Representatives for Disney and Lucasfilm have not responded to and it was basically creative differences in the tone of the show. I remember that. I'm not going through this whole thing. But I'm just, I have the receipts.
What was next in the list?
You have to make a point, basically.
Well, I people don't believe me. They're like, well, I do have a bad memory. That's true.
Dude, Max, you make this point all the time, and that's why I'm just like, dude, okay.
Because
great,
it was ingrained. It was ingrained in my mind because I've been watching
well understood that they fucked up out the gate, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And
next.
You can never give them the benefit of the doubt, and that's what's like. It's so frustrating.
Yes, facts.
Okay. So Stephen Daldry, Obi-Wan Kenobi show, James Mangold, and that was the first time. That other one was the second time.
Yeah.
James Mangold, Boba Fett, now Disney Plus show.
Well, now we got the Mandalorian. That was
start
the
talking
Boba
about
Fett
how bad
movie,
DC
and then
films
Boba
have
Fett got
been?
a spin-off.
Because I can do that.
So
I know they are.
And
I don't
then
know why
James
we-
Mangold is getting a Star Wars movie that he's both doing Swamp Thing and writing the Star Wars movie at the same time.
Yeah,
So
those
he
are
doesn't
still
know
a
which
while
one.
off.
He did say that in the Collider interview. He doesn't know which one will come first, but which one is done, it will most likely be the first film he does.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Benioff and Weiss, Untitled Jedi prequel. They were announced as a trilogy. Patty Jenkins, Rogue Squadron canceled. They went as far as to make a promo video.
That one was a big embarrassment because of that big hype in that promo video.
Yes.
That was I'm sorry, Patty.
But you said it was going to be a series.
Either way, it didn't happen. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this. The excuses are like compounding.
Go ahead.
Kevin Feige and Michael Waldron, Untitled Film. There's now receipts that it's just her boss, and she didn't keep track of it for whatever reason. You think that's funny? It's the truth.
Yes, because it doesn't matter now.
It does matter. I mean, we criticize coaches for football teams and stuff. If a coach was mismanaging it this bad, what? This isn't a football. This isn't a football team, right? I know.
No, name a football team.
Steelers.
There you go. Good
The
man.
American football team, by the way.
Okay, what about it? What was that? What does that matter?
You're trying to say that you don't know anything about football.
Okay.
Damn.
Zinger.
Stay away from sports.
All right. Kevin Feige and Michael Waldron, Untitled Film. Yeah. Damon Lindelof and Justin Britton, Untitled Post. Now they actually have replaced the writer. Okay.
Yeah, they just replaced
that is significant.
But to be fair, Damien did say that if the movie's not good, I'm not going to make it. So he did say that before they announced it. So yeah, that's
Wait,
yeah.
they had the Wright Johnson trilogy. That's pretty much done. That's not gonna happen.
Okay. So that took 20 freaking minutes to give you the receipts.
Good man.
So what's your thoughts?
Even Kathleen Kennedy defending like Matt, like me, like myself. those look good.
Yes,
I got.
thank you.
I
That's
got.
all.
I gotta say. I mean, she does a good job, but she could do. She's done a better job. So I'm the people that, and especially now, like if Snyder says true that Favreau almost left because Kathleen Kennedy almost took over.
Well, that's not proven. Yeah,
That's not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
still,
even
but
gonna.
like I feel
Yeah,
like she
no.
pretty much she drove Favreau away, and he's pretty
That's
much the
not.
one that. But I feel like I feel like it might be true. I think she should just leave right now. Give it to someone else. I'm not saying the person next is gonna do better, but could be worse right now.
In the first thing that we get back in theaters after all these years is Ray.
Yeah, that's the one thing I still can't go over. Like, okay, like I do like Ray. I do like the
I
sequel
like Ray.
trilogy. But
You know who
but it
should be in
hasn't been. Wait,
charge?
hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done. CJ.
CJ.
It hasn't been nearly not even a decade. They should wait a lot longer if you want to go to the sequel trilogy. The people still like the whole thing where it's like take place in before the sequel trilogy. So why cannot I can do the Dave Filoni movie first? That's gonna be Mandalorian. It boggles me. I was like, wait, either either the hatred of the sequel trilogy are just Twitter bubbles and just internet bullcrap and YouTube bullcrap, and really the general audience actually love the sequel trilogy, or she is so out of touch. I don't know. It's still.
I just think that people that complain that there's no movies in the theaters for Star Wars, know how long it took between the original trilogy and the prequels, and then from the prequels to the sequels? It took forever.
Yeah.
It's only been a few years, and you're getting all this content on Disney Plus for the last 2 years. So,
okay.
I don't know. I think they're doing a good job. Not with announcements, but
no.
But when they do
I do like the things, but like I wanted the Ryan Johnson trilogy. I wanted what was the other list? Boba Fett. I don't know about Boba Fett movie, but yeah, there are projects. I was like, I want to see that. I don't know about Taika Waititi. I don't know about the Taika Waititi stuff. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna go as far to also the thing I'm concerned with this new director. I'm not gonna say. I would never say anyone was hired for reasons, but I do feel that when you bring Star Wars back to the theater, it should be someone with a good track record, regardless of gender or nationality.
Like Patty Jenkins.
I want no. Patty Jenkins does not have a good recent track record.
Oh, what?
Sorry.
Just because of what? Wonder Woman 84, so what? She make one dud. That was it. People
So
forget about it.
let's look at the IMDb of the director of the Ray movie, because this is probably gonna. This seems like it's gonna be the one that comes out
Does
first.
it really matter to look at
Yes.
Can we just wait and see what the movie's gonna be? We already know what it's gonna be about. Can we just wait and see?
Your nerd is right.
trailer?
Patty Jenkins has a better track record than who they've got.
But like it's a female director. That they miss couple Miss Marvel episodes, and then she's a reporter or something, I believe. I'm not sure, but like other than that, like
this stuff.
whatever,
Why we do this for everyone else? I'm not suggesting anything. I just want to cover it. This is actual good movie talk. I'm not saying anything ignorant. I'm just saying there is a track record of directing, but not in this genre, and that has my concerns for the big budget movie. Look at Ava DuVernay, an extremely talented woman.
How do we know the Ray movie is going to be big budget?
That has a. You're right. We don't, I guess, but okay. So this is her IMDb. Of course, she did Miss Marvel, and I'm hoping for the best. Let's see what her director credits are.
Can you go back up a second?
Where?
She's won 2 Oscars.
That's significant. Yes.
24 wins and 9 nominations.
For like what? Like documentary?
Yes,
Documentaries.
documentaries. Yeah.
Documentary for HBO.
You that
which
can't that
I have
shouldn't
not
be
watched it.
okay. Best documentary short subject: A Girl on the River. Best documentary: Saving Face.
Maybe we should watch them and see how she directs.
That's
Yes,
documentary. How
my
can she direct
stupid
actors?
mouse.
It's an
Hold
interesting
on.
choice. It's like if Superman Legacy, if Gunn said, "I'm not going to direct it. Let me get this documentary filmmaker to do it." You know,
Yes.
people. Let's be fair. I mean,
We
it's
can't
an
be afraid.
unusual choice.
We can't be afraid of being PC so much as that we can't criticize a director. She has credibility, yes. I'm concerned about her doing this genre and this type of big budget film that she doesn't have a track record there.
It's not like
That's all.
It's not like
That's
it's not
all.
like Marvel. It's not like Marvel where they can hire any director to do their movie because they're a very well oiled machine, and Kevin Feige can direct, can pretty much point to them. They can do their style, but they can you got to do this. This is like this, and help them out along the way. I feel like
Maybe she had the best pitch ever for the Ray movie. I don't know.
Yes, that's what, again like James Gunn. Gunn picked a great.
But the sky is the limit for possibilities of who you hire for this movie. You know. Okay. Let me see if my mouse won't, screw up. A Life Too Short. That's a short. Satara, Let Girls Dream, Freedom Fighters. 3, Badora, Rise of the Warriors. Student Athlete. These are all. Why isn't it showing director? Okay. There's director. Okay. Miss Marvel. Fundamental. It's TV miniseries. Gender Justice, No Exceptions. Satara, Let Girls Dream, Freedom Fighters. I mean, this is interesting work. I would feel more comfortable personally if they hired someone for the next big Star Wars movie after it's been gone for years, that someone has a good track record with blockbuster filmmaking, because that's different beast. People might dumb it down and think it's not significant. When you get all this stuff together, it's significant. That's just my opinion there. Anyone want to add to that?
Well, she wants an Oscar, but those are for documentary. So something like Chloe Zhao, who won an Oscar.
Perfect example. I liked the movie, but it was not a hit.
Well, still, Marvel News, and she was also done other low budget indie movies before she got Eternals. So she was a very high acclaimed director while directing actors.
Mm-hmm.
We got just a documentary. I don't know. It just seems odd.
That's a perfect example. I'm thinking of two situations that were similar. Ava DuVernay was an award winner that got Wrinkle of Time and then got New Gods. Wrinkle of Time fell through. I'm not going to blame her for New Gods. Oh, right. God. I'm not this one, CVS. Oh, boy. Okay. Not this one. Not this one, man.
Higher than Mia Khalifa? No.
Okay.
Is she fixating? I don't know.
Oh, okay. But it's very similar to those situations where they hired I lost my mind now.
Yes, they hired somebody nobody knows.
Ava DuVernay and Chloe Zhao are two examples of situations very similar to this, where they didn't lead to success for other reasons. I'm not putting the New Gods on Ava DuVernay, but I definitely am putting Wrinkle of Time. That was a disaster. That was, even though Brie Larson doesn't care what we think about Wrinkle of Time, it did not do well. Okay.
Well, certain men.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So can anyone add to this, Bruce? What do you think about, now that we've looked at her IMDb? Do you feel confident, or would you like to see what would you like to see in the next director of Star Wars for Rey movie? Especially after The Rise of Skywalker, Perception, even though it made $1 billion, I want to see something in the history there that's a little bit more in the genre.
Listen, even if there is a proven director or a first-time director on a big movie, you never know. You never know what the project's, what's going to happen in the project. It's years away. What, 4 years away? Probably 3 years.
No, this one they're going to try to go into production right away. From what I've heard, that's why they the writer fell through, and then they got a new writer right away.
Well, at this point, I just feel like it doesn't matter who the director is. The camps will go to their corners and hate it or love it. So,
okay.
Unless it's good. Unless it's really
doesn't matter if it's good or not. People are still gonna
they
get on Twitter and hate it or love
They
it.
don't want to admit. They don't want to admit that the only Disney Star Wars movie they like is Rogue One. They still don't want to admit it.
Okay. Voltaire, do you have anything to add to this one? The track history of the director. What would you like to see when Disney's bringing Disney Star Wars back? Maybe stepped away. Anthony, Taladia.
To me, it's just all it has to come down is to the script and how the movie is. I don't care who the director is. It's just the script, and it depends how you're gonna write Rey. That's all that matters. And if other characters will appear like Finn and stuff like that, if John Boyega will come back, he probably will, if they pay him. So it just depends on how the script is going to be in the movie, how they're going to do the character and stuff like that. They just don't. To me, it's just okay, whatever.
For me, it's like because she's got an Academy Award winner, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. To give her a chance.
That's fair.
Because she has won awards.
Yeah.
And if she's able to pull a rabbit out of the hat, that's great. If she can't, at least she tried to make a film which tried to be successful. That's the best way to put it. Just give her a chance. Just like we gave J.J. Abrams a chance and
Abrams.
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah. The way I say it. But yeah, we gave him a chance for Force Awakens. He did well for that. But then Rise of Skywalker mixed reviews. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right. CJH, do you have anything to add?
No.
Great. I guess. Oh, Voltaire, you're back. What do you think? I think it's very fair to criticize. I applaud her for her documentary work and getting awards. I think it's fair to criticize. She's not proven in this genre yet. Miss Marvel is something. That's something, though. What do you think, Voltaire?
Yeah, sure. Give her a chance, but you can't deny that it's an interesting choice. Their first movie out of the gate when they haven't produced a movie in all this time, when they were supposed to be producing movies every year, and they give it to this director's first feature film of one of the biggest IPs in the world. I mean, it's an interesting choice. I hope she does a good job.
Remember when George Lucas was going to release all the Star Wars movies in 3D every year?
Oh my
gosh. What's that have to do with this lady, CJH?
How about the HBO news today?
We'll move to that. I mean, but look, so here's the thing. I think what Max's point is, we don't have to crap on everything they do like some of these other channels, but we can't just blindly say it's okay and everything's par for the course. This is a weird choice. I'm sorry. Who is she? Why is she directing this major tentpole movie? But, I guess
I want it to be good. Man, I want it to knock my socks off,
They could still turn it around with Rey. Rey was good. She just needed a proper script, and I really hope the proper script is going to be there for her this time.
I will say this: Academy Awards do not translate to big box office yet, as far as I could see, for these genre movies like superhero, Star Wars. The attempts in the past have not worked out so well. I hope this is different.
Like, why didn't she give that movie to Mangold, for example?
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, he just wanted to do. I don't think he wanted to touch nobody's work.
I feel regardless that Kathy was searching for a woman to direct this based on her previous comments that I'm going to have a woman direct Star Wars. And
Sure.
the first time that happened was with Filoni. Or Favreau, I mean. Favreau and Filoni got a woman to direct Star Wars with Deborah Chow. And then Bryce Dallas Howard.
If they had done Bryce, okay, so there you go. If they had announced Bryce Dallas Howard as a director of this film, I'd feel more comfortable, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Well, because Rice House Dower did direct the not this one, but the episode Mandalorian last week with Lizzo and Jack Black.
Yeah, but she also did some good episodes too, though.
Yeah, but still, people still got a bad taste in the mouth of that Lizzo Jack Black episode. So if you
They already made that decision before that, Senor Nerd. My point is, she's got some repetitions on Star Wars, and
Or
she has
Deborah Chow. Or Deborah Chow.
But look what happened. Look what happened with Pat Jacob. She did one bad movie with on Wonder Woman 84. Like, no, she can't do Star Wars, and I guess that's what happens with why she's no longer doing.
No, that was Twitter.
Could it be possible that maybe other directors turned it down and she was the only one to say yes?
That's very possible. But that's sad for a state of Star Wars if people are turning it down.
Yeah, if you look at the people who were on stage, the director. So you got the how you say her name? How you say it? So the director of the Raid movie, you have, and then the two other guys are Filoni and Mango. They work for Lucasfilm. Mango did Indiana Jones, and he's been working with Disney lately. And then, of course, Filoni, who's forever Lucas. So they didn't got really new director. They got like one that can control and two guys that have been working on their house.
Okay.
Don't think about it.
All right.
Another reason could be that James Gunn is grabbing all the good directors for DC projects.
If they get like a director out of left field, like say.
I have a story on
Nolan.
James Gunn.
Sure.
Yeah. I think I know where you're going with that, Max. So.
What about?
Uh-oh.
James Gunn's DC Studios already got turned down by two directors.
Yes. I saw
But
that.
It's a YouTuber though. Like
no, it's not a YouTuber. It's a
yes,
it's a
the
website.
A24. It's a YouTubers. Those are two YouTubers.
Oh no, there's two people.
Are you
Ian
talking about
Ben
Affleck?
Affleck. Three. It's actually three.
No, he doesn't know. He didn't want to do. He didn't want to do Superman anymore.
But actually, I'm not going to blame James Gunn on that. I'm going to blame the history of DC.
Thank you.
And I'm going to blame these big universes that they're not very appealing to a lot of directors right now.
No.
Just like Star Wars, the only one that's doing decent is
direct
Marvel.
in a box, dude.
Well,
yes,
you can't.
Yes.
You can't make your own movie when you do that. It makes
To
sense.
be fair, I mean, Ben Affleck, he just like, I just don't want to do it no more.
Say the best in the interview. He was in the interview where he's like, he was wearing the rubber suit. He was in front of blue screen saying, "We gotta stop this we gotta stop this reactor before it blow up." And he felt silly doing it. He doesn't want to do that stuff anymore.
No more James Gunn, please.
Well, thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. I'm gonna actually bring up the article now. Since that was a good segue, I wasn't gonna. But Brucifer's like, let's bring up the facts. Everyone's going to James Gunn. Not so much. Not yet. I think once you see Superman Legacy, if it's knocked out of the park, then you're going to see people
Not
like
three, Max. You said three directors, only two, not three.
But they didn't include Ben Affleck in this one. Okay.
Well,
So
we
it's
know
actually
why,
three.
because he just doesn't want to do it no more.
Okay, but this is a factor. This is a factor, though. And it's not James Gunn's fault. The history of Warner Brothers is not good. And Zaslav is really messing up right now.
Yeah, Zaslav is messing up, and it's Warner Media's fault. That's why DC is struggling to keep a universe the way it is, right? And like this is like big news with two directors saying no. That says everything.
Yeah, three.
Wait,
Okay.
Who's the directors?
Well, Ben Affleck. All right,
No,
they wanted Ben.
That doesn't count. No, that doesn't count.
Yes, it does count.
It does
No,
count.
first of all, he never promised they were talking to Ben Affleck, and then he give a good reason.
He said
why
we.
doesn't-
Oh my God, dear Lord!
No, he
Help
said,
me, please, Lord. Help me, please.
No, you
James
don't
Gunn.
get it.
I mean, Senior Nerd. I almost called you James Gunn. Senior
you.
Nerd.
Yes.
Did you not hear the man, James
Yes.
Gunn, that said, I hear Brian's frustrated. Jam on those joysticks, Brian. We'll get through this. Did you not hear James Gunn saying, I've talked to Ben Affleck. We want him to direct. We just got to find the right project. And then Ben Affleck said, I'm not interested in what they're doing.
Yes.
How
But
the
that
hell were
doesn't
you
mean-
having this argument right now?
But doesn't mean they say, oh, he wants to join. They didn't promise him. They like, we're looking at the project, and then he's like, no, I want to do a movie like Air. I want to do more Oscar movies.
I'm not
Okay.
interested in doing what James Gunn is doing right now. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's not on James Gunn. That's on wanting to do a superhero movie. He doesn't want to do a superhero movie.
No, Senior Nerd.
That
That's
could be true too. Yeah, that could be true too.
No,
But that doesn't
like
mean
he
he
said
didn't
in the
decline.
interview, he had a horrible time with the
Oh my
with the
God.
Justice League with the Justice League reshoot because of
Yeah, but then he came back 2
God-
weeks later and said he had the best time of his life on the Flash movie and he wishes he could do it again. So what's your point, dude?
He's like Brian with them and me. He's like this. I'm just kidding.
No,
Brian.
I'm saying you cannot blame James Gunn of why Ben Affleck's not directing. We could get other directors again.
Did I
he wants
blame
to do-
James Gunn? You're the one stuck on this. No. I did not
Fact
blame-
is, someone's stuck
I
on
said
something.
at the beginning of this clip out, hey, can I roll the tape? I do not blame James Gunn. And even Brian said these universes, it might not be appealing to all directors because it boxes you
Exactly.
in on what you could do. Holy shit.
I'm just saying you can't be like, oh, you promised us Ben Affleck and you didn't give us nothing. No, it was never a promise to begin with. He was like, no, I want to do more low budget movie. I don't want to do superhero movie anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, blame Warner Brothers.
I'm not
they ruined a good thing. They literally ruined.
You were literally saying now what I said at the beginning. Blame Warner Brothers.
How about that Harry Potter series?
Okay.
That's straight.
But if you want to count Ben Affleck, sure. I'm not gonna stop you.
You were trying to stop me.
But it's
You
not.
were
It's,
trying to... This is
no,
hilarious.
Can we read the article?
Say I turned down. Okay, so
That's
say a free agent, right? Listen to me, a free
Can we
agent.
just
article.
Can we get to the article, please?
Please, yes.
Please.
my dear
Okay.
Lord.
Thank you.
So a free agent, a
Senior
team
nerd.
is looking for this free
Calm
agent.
down,
They want this
senior nerd.
picture. They
Calm
want
down.
this.
You've
This
won,
Sion
you've won
War-
arguments against me before, bro. But let's get to the article because we're
Fine.
But
Put
please,
Ben
please.
Affleck. Go
All right.
ahead.
Okay.
It doesn't count.
I am.
Oh my fucking god.
I blame Taladia.
Don't
All right.
Hey!
James Gunn, DC
I told you
Studios.
we'd be talking about DC in no time.
I know, you said it.
James Gunn. This is why movie
I
talk is
hate
funny.
comic book movies now. You know this, right?
Oh,
I fucking
listen,
cannot stand them.
Brian's face
no,
right now.
No. This is
You guys talk about these movies
No.
like they're the fucking pinnacle of movies, and I'm just like, are
This
we
is
talking
movie
about
talk.
the same thing?
No, Brian. I'm gonna correct you a little bit. This isn't movie talk. This is any argument on the internet for anything anymore.
I know that.
People argue the most simplest facts. This is on both sides.
God,
And
they're
having
not
a
even
nuanced
facts, it's just your opinion, and you're
Dude,
calling
this
it a
is-
fact.
It was a fact.
The
It was a
fact is, the Snyder Cut was too long.
God damn it, CJH.
Yeah, it was long.
I want 4 hours more, bro. I would watch an 8-hour cut. Okay. No,
I think
this
there was
is
an
this
8-hour
is not.
cut.
Chapter
Listen,
1, Gods
help-
and Monsters
Help
slate.
me, Voltaire. This is not just nerd talk. This is every single argument ever on the internet right now. People can't agree on facts.
Right. Well, no, it's also actually Brucifer pointed this out Sunday. Brucifer and I got into it a little bit, and we just had a discussion about it, and we listened to each other's points. But people sort of dig in nowadays, and that's with everything. You're right, Max.
It's social
Could be
media.
Burger
It's a-
King versus McDonald's, and people are
Right.
Yeah.
Damn it, I want
They-
Wendy's.
Right.
Leave it to you.
I'm having fun. Strange Marvel theories. I'm just like beating my head against the wall. $5. I can literally smell the high blood pressure in this room.
Thank you for the $5.
Thank you. That helps. My blood pressure is already down with that $5. Thank you, Strange Marvel Theorists. Oh my goodness.
Back to the article.
Read the article. I need to sleep, Zeke says. Bro, I'm about to sleep. No, this is where this is not. It's not just comic book movies though, Brian. It's everything on the internet right now. People can't agree on anything. People can't agree on it. So it's irrelevant. Where this is movie talk, everything is an argument now. Okay. Following Gunn's initial announcement, confirming the first 10 projects that will make up his Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate, the new DC Studios CEO is hard at work bringing his first round of creatives on board to make the slate happen. James Mangold became the first. That's a win, but this is a way off for Swamp Thing. 2 months later, actor Frank Grillo. So he is doing some things. He's doing some things even before Guardians 3 comes out. I'll give him credit there. He's getting that Creature Commando up and running, and I'm really looking forward to that. Potential DC directors turned down James Gunn. Directing duo Michael Filippo revealed on Instagram live stream
YouTubers.
Yes. They are YouTubers. They were still pitched. They still had a
Could you look up their IMB?
No. They decided not to go for it at the moment. I think they had a hit project. I don't remember what it was. I was trying to find in there. And then the other one,
They didn't say what project.
A24 film. Let me see. Years Talk to Me. A24 films that premiered at Sundance Film Festival, earning a 97% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Isn't A24 horror?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a good genre to pick from if Little Movie Raptor was here. And then I believe the other one was Ava DuVernay. Where is that at though? I thought that was
Ava.
in here.
No, Ava. What? No, he
those
never
two.
talked to Ava. Where are you hearing this?
Oh, that's the two directors?
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
he never
I thought there
talked
was.
to Ava.
I think I read
So they only
somewhere
have
else.
one movie.
Yeah. Okay, that's nothing
Like I said,
significant.
Ben Affleck
That's
doesn't
nothing.
count.
I thought
Well,
I
I
read
will
in
say
another article
A24
that.
is
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead.
A24 is hipster horror. Like it's not just your like slasher, stupid horror movies. They're supposed to be a bit smarter movies, you know.
If someone says elevator horror, I want to scream.
Elevator.
Yeah. Jeez.
I said hipster horror. Okay.
I thought I read another article that they were talking to Ava DuVernay.
No.
Okay.
No.
So I don't
He
count that
never
as
talked
two
to
then.
Ava.
I apologize. I don't count that as two. I count
Oh my
two.
God, they were in the
being-
they were in the Fine Bros. Oh
Yeah.
God,
And the what?
they were like those Fine Bros reaction.
Big surprise. I misread the article. I thought I was looking at multiple articles at the same time, and I looked at Ava DuVernay. God damn it! I apologize.
Directors.
I'm not the
nobody's
senior
had
nerd.
heard of.
I don't apologize to senior nerd. I'm just kidding, senior nerd. I love you, man.
Ben Affleck doesn't count.
Yeah.
So what's the next
Moving
topic,
on.
Max?
To begin with.
Let's talk about we've talked about Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys want to talk about?
What do you have up next, Max?
Well, I believe that I want to get Voltaire's. Voltaire, did you watch the new episode?
I sure did.
My thoughts on Katie Sackhoff's character Bo-Katan flying the ship, and then also not only being the main pilot of the ship, but having Grogu in her lap all the time is very significant. I don't think that should be dismissed. I think she is the main star. I don't think she's one of the stars. I think she is the main star now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Most of the stories revolve around her. And do you think they'll actually go for it with Din Djarin actually dying and sacrificing to save Grogu and Bo-Katan?
So, yes, I've already told you that I think that they're done with Pedro Pascal. I think they're sick of him. And if they killed him off at the end of this thing, they did it. And it would not surprise me in the slightest. It would be a very bold move.
What do you mean by sick of him?
Well, they don't need him to continue the character though. Like even my wife said, I told my wife, even regardless if they kill his character off or not, they don't need him. It's his stunt double there. They have ChatGPT. They could just get him to sign off on something behind the scenes. You'll never even know that's not even Pedro because it's through a voice filter. and he's very monotone in his line delivery on the series. You know,
it's interesting. Did anyone else think it's, and maybe it's me reading too much into things because, and I'm sort of filling in my own narrative. Does anyone else think it's important that Favreau killed off his own character in the show? That character got killed off. That's Favreau.
Oh, yes, that is significant. Favreau also was taken out. Holy shit, man. Favreau's character, I didn't even put those two and two together because I like the scene so much.
Mm-hmm.
Favreau is also out of the Mandalorian show.
Killed off and he wrote it. He decided to kill off his own character.
And Djarin in the same episode. That is significant.
That I didn't know. I didn't know Favreau was out.
That was the heavy with the what's that gun called? A Gatling gun?
Yeah.
So that damn.
Yeah. I mean, is that insignificant? I don't think it's.
No, it's not necessarily insignificant. I don't want to read too much into it, but that's something.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing. No, I didn't even think of that. What do you think of that, Brucifer? Conspiracy
it's just a
theory.
turkey.
It's not just a turkey. There was a copy of Final Crisis and a script by the turkey. It was not just a turkey.
Brucifer and the turkey. That's what it should be called.
I want to get Anthony on this too.
I don't know. I thought it was a great episode. If how much more story? Like I said Sunday, how much more story can you actually tell with the Djarin?
A lot. That's an excuse again.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see what Din Djarin's origin, like.
That would be nice.
How he got the ship and all that. The
Sure,
original,
they can do that.
the Razor Crest.
Yeah. But what stories can they tell? The sky's the limit. The universe is the limit. The galaxy's the limit. There's lots of stuff you could tell. They actually bring characters back to the dead in Star Wars, and then this one they're ending potentially prematurely. You know?
Yeah, but how many shows drag out for so many seasons that people get tired of it? You know?
I would like for example,
True.
for me, I think Mandalorian should only have 5 seasons. That's my personal take. Because you could do a lot in 5 seasons and cover a lot. Like the first season obviously is the we get introduced to the Mandalorian. Second season was basically Grogu and Mandalorian's relationship, and then towards the end of season 2 we got to see Luke Skywalker for the first time again, and then in season 3 we got to see Moff Gideon with the Mandalorian, with the Mandos, I'll say.
I do want to talk about Moff Gideon's look too, but listen, either way, I'm okay with the Bo-Katan show. I'm just not naive to potentially other factors going into here. I'm not saying people are naive. I'm just saying there seems like other things going on. And to be fair, lots of productions are like this. It seems like there may be other factors in play too. I hope Favreau has a future in Star Wars, but I don't know what he's working on right now. He was at Celebration, but it seemed like more as a support for Filoni.
No announcements with him involved.
I'm going to have to look up IMDb on Favreau to see what he's doing. Strange Marvel Theories, $5. Thank you for the support, man. The Jedi will show up in force to save Mando. That would be interesting. Would Ahsoka show up to help the Mandalorians against Moff Gideon?
That'd be an interesting storyline to do.
No, I don't even know because she's still looking for Thrawn.
Okay. So.
And the name dropping again.
Comment, everybody's going to be really happy at the end of this season. So could it be her and what's her name?
Sabine.
Sabine. Couldn't they have a scene where they're there and they're like, why isn't Sabine involved in the retaking of Mandalore? Right?
Also, Moff Gideon is not scared of Thrawn. Like, he's not scared. So when he does show up, he's gonna kill him. I guarantee you, Thrawn is gonna kill him.
What do you think of Moff Gideon's the episode? This is the first episode he's been back this season.
I like the new improvements that he did make himself.
This article says Moff Gideon's new makeover truly makes him the Darth Vader of the Mandalorian. The new look. What do you think of that look?
That's
cool toy.
Good. That's
cool. Yeah, that will be a cool toy. Yeah.
That's a good look. And I like the upgrade he made himself compared to his old stuff.
I also like that in that Shadow Council that he's like, you guys are followers. Let's do our own thing. I don't want to follow the Emperor or Thrawn. That was really refreshing to see like an Empire person be so aggressive towards his own goals. And I like how he doesn't tell things like, you're obsessed with cloning, not me. Where he helped get that cloner captured. And he probably has the info. He probably has the info too. Yeah. Did you like that, Voltaire?
Yeah, we also learned that he had that cloner killed, right?
Yeah.
Because at the beginning when he met with I did like that scene a lot when that girl there, that lady from the one who got the cloner guy to turn and then get caught, when she had that little meeting with the robot there. But that's pretty indicative that Moff was the one who had him killed, and he's saying he has nothing to do with cloning. Very interesting.
Yeah. And what if Moff goes up against Thrawn? When Thrawn eventually gets into the picture, because Thrawn's right-hand hand was there. He was one of the guys that finally gave the okay to give him resources to fight off the Mandalorians. But he had the pull teeth to do it. That one guy, I forget, he was from 24 show. I've seen him in other things. The beard. He is Thrawn's right-hand man. So when Thrawn comes back, he's going to tell. He potentially could tell Thrawn, Moff Gideon's like, let's not wait around for Thrawn. I would like to see some conflict there too. Or do you think Moff would just fall in line if Thrawn came back?
I would guess that they could just like Moff is like to Thrawn, like when Vader was to Palpatine, where like he takes orders. That's the only person he'll take. He takes orders from Palpatine, so I can see that kind of.
Well, Palpatine's going to be a way off because it's the sequel trilogy, the end of the sequel.
I'm talking about the dynamics between Moff and so.
I'm interested to discuss the Brucifer. What do you think? Do you think Moff is going to take orders from Thrawn if Thrawn comes? Because Thrawn's coming back eventually. What do you think is going to happen in that? Is that going to be a conflict, or do you think he'll just fall in line?
Do you think Moff Gideon is going to survive this season after this season?
I don't know. I think at least the next season. I think you don't just introduce him like this and then kill him off right away.
If it was any other actor, I would think no, he's not going to survive. But because it's Gustavo Fring and he's so good, they might push him through.
Okay, that's a good point. Do you think we'll get? I think if you're really going to do epic,
the only way I can see it happening if this season continues into Ahsoka, but doesn't look like it is.
Okay, Talati, what do you think? Moff Gideon? How's he going to deal with Thrawn coming? Is he going to fall in line, or is there going to be conflict, or is he going to even be alive?
I think there'll be conflict. That's my honest take, because for the fans, they would want to see that conflict more than him being dead, to be honest with you. And if you think about it, Moff Gideon is a popular character for the show.
Yeah.
So for him to not die, essentially, would definitely boost up the sales of figures and stuff like that if they choose to, go in the direction, have that conflict he'll probably have a new suit.
I hope they don't kill him off, because that's my issue with a lot of
Yeah.
these nerd things is they get a great villain, they kill him off too soon. CJH, do you have anything to add? Brian?
No.
Moff Gideon's new makeover makes
Yeah,
him the Darth Vader of the Mandalorian.
Well, we're also, the question I was asking though, Brian, was Thrawn's coming back. Do you think Moff Gideon's going to be around for what? Because they introduced the Shadow Council and how Moff Gideon was kind of going against Thrawn
No.
and
I
No
think
way.
he's gonna get eaten by the Mythosaur.
Oh.
Good point. There will be Mythosaur next episode. That's almost for sure, right?
Godzilla?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Godzilla?
Yeah. It'll be like Shin Godzilla, so not like Godzilla, but the other one, right?
Kaiju time.
Yeah, there you go.
The
It'll
good
be
ones.
a kaiju battle, and he's gonna get stepped on.
So like Moon Knight.
It's gonna be amazing. It'll be like the end of the Suicide Squad. With Stallone.
Listen, Ian, this sounds really legitimate. This sounds like if he got stepped on by the kaiju, I would totally be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
You're like, fucking right. Serve
Strange
Bomber
Marvel
Man
Theories, $5 says, what if there is a reverse Order 66 that happens to redeem past events with an endgame type final battle? A reverse 66? How would a reverse Order 66 work?
I don't know. No.
They won't start killing Imperials?
Imperials, okay. Interesting. I would like an endgame type final battle, but you mean in the Strange Marvel Theories, you mean in the Filoni movie? I hope that Moff Gideon I hope this is a sign that things to come, and he's going to be more significant in season 4. I hope this isn't I hope they don't bring him back just to have it end. But I also, I don't know who told me. Was it you, Brian, or maybe my wife told me? Maybe Grogu is going to ride the Mythosaur and kill Gideon. Who was that? Maybe that was my wife that said that.
Yeah, probably. It was not me. No.
Okay.
I said Grogu was going to ride the pterodactyl, but yeah, not the Mythosaur. It's you know what?
Because Grogu's talked to Big Beast before, like in Book of Boba Fett. Remember?
Right, he did.
So that was my wife. I got to give my wife credit. That's not here. Yes, she says. Remember Book of Boba Fett? Maybe he'll talk to the Mythosaur, and the Mythosaur is gonna rain the shit out of Gideon. Like, holy,
To Strange Marvel Theories' point, so there is a precedence for what he's talking about in the comics. Believe it or not. In the 2018 Darth Vader comic, when the Inquisitors, right, it was. Remember, there's the Inquisitors, and they're out there hunting Jedi. The Inquisitors were hunting this one Jedi, and they were using clones. And the Jedi said to the clones, "Execute Order 66," and the clones just started killing the Inquisitors because they were technically Jedi. So there is precedence for turning the clones against people.
Okay. Cool. Strange Marvel Theories. I like this scene though. What maybe we'll go down and rate the episode. I would say 8 out of 10 for me. There's some really cool stuff in it. The chanting the Empire, long live the Empire, was a little cheesy. Although I give the actor credit. He did a great job for what he had there. There were some really cool action sequences. I think overall though it was an 8 out of 10 for me. What do you say, Toladia? This last episode.
I think the episode was. Sorry, can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Well, just the rating you would give. I think it was definitely a step up from last week for sure.
I give this episode a 10.
A 10. All right.
Because a lot of action. There was a lot of shooting, and that what really drew me in. And Grogu in the ID.
You like that?
Yeah. Yes. No. Yes. No. That one really made me laugh.
Oh, that was annoying as hell.
No,
but it was meant to have the effect on.
I know.
A lot of people felt that way.
Yes, I mean it was funny they overplayed the joke too far. Let me see. We got a Mystery of Wrongthink, $1.99 with Tim Allen. What
With
is
a
that?
hammer.
With the hammer, he looks like Thor's hammer. That's funny.
Tim the Toolman Taylor, man. God dang.
Look at I know, but look, he's got Thor's hammer with the actual hammer. That's awesome. I love that icon. Horned helmets equals he armor X Mandalorians.
Looks like he's
there's
regular ass hammer, but can't tell.
Yeah, it is a regular ass hammer. Right. He has a hammer instead of Thor's hammer. Because it's Tim
I
the
see.
Toolman.
Oh, and he's got a cape on. Okay, I get it now.
Understand the meme, bro?
Yeah,
Are we gonna talk about the thing
sort
the
of.
whole time? This whole time?
Well, there is potentially. What are you saying, City Nerd?
Nothing.
That
No,
Mjolnir
Ministry
is
of
a $2
Wrongthink
claw
say
hammer from a
armor
thrift
has
store.
horns on her helmet. So is she of the species of Darth Maul?
Well, there is potentially. I watched some videos after the fact. There is potentially that Moff Gideon has some of the Mandalorians on his side that were with Maul from the Death Watch, and that's where you got the horns there. So there might even be some substance there.
But also the ones that sided with the Empire during
Right.
Rebels.
Right.
Yes. So that's cool.
How many more episodes are left?
One
Mm.
episode.
Is it going to be a 2-hour episode?
Nah, it'll be your standard 40-minute episode, but it'll be a big one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, there's been a better show out. It's given me more content, more time.
Picard.
The episode starts in about 3 hours from now. I'm gonna watch it again.
I have to catch up on the Picard. I'm sorry, brother.
It's okay.
Every time
Hey man, there's been a lot of pressing comic book news to talk about, like stuff that happened 2 years ago.
You ass.
I was gonna say, dude, this is like a history retrospective channel. It's like we talk about a bunch of shit that happened months ago.
Oh wow.
Facts.
Anyway, I'll give my rating of the Mandalorian. I give it an 8 out of 10. I'm going to take away because a couple of guys are playing a board game and it results in a knife fight. I
didn't like that scene. Yeah, I know what they were going for. I didn't like that either. Yeah.
I mean, and Grogu breaking up the fight was kind of no.
I like it. I enjoyed that. I thought that was good. And not only that, but I saw a breakdown and they said that was kind of like Luke inspired, the Jedi.
Oh,
Keep
interesting.
him from fighting, peace. So
like step in and break it up. Yeah.
What the
all
hell?
right.
Yeah. I also feel like. Oh, go ahead, Claudia. Go ahead.
So I noticed we got 29 in the chat. We only got 21 likes. Can we get this up to 30 likes, guys? Come on.
Yes, please. Thank you, Claudia. We have a 30 like goal. I was trying for 40, but we really need those 30 likes, everyone. Please, please, please. It really helps us out here. It helps the channel grow. We want to reach more people. We want to talk to new people too, so we don't talk about the same old goddamn things over and over and over again.
Oh, really? Really, Max?
I just did to see his eye roll. Listen, bro, nerds love talking about the same shit over and over again, the same arguments over and over again. That's content.
Yeah. I mean, I could just like take my head and beat it against that closet door right there repeatedly. And
Don't take it so
would
extreme.
I get the same
results
from
yeah.
it? I don't know. Maybe with my head.
Well, you don't know, bro. You don't know.
You don't know, bro.
You don't know. Okay. I could build a house with all the stuff I don't know.
So, anyone else want to give the rating for the episode before we move on? Thank you.
I'll give it a 9 because I would have gave it a 10, but it's no Picard, so.
All right.
Oh,
CJH
point.
We lost CJ. Senior Nerd, what was your rating out of 10?
I didn't even see it yet.
Awesome. What's your rating?
1,000.
Okay, Senior Nerd.
2,000.
All right, Anthony. Did we lose
If
Anthony?
you don't say 3,000, I swear to God.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. See, we're
Damn
saying
it.
about them.
I'll say 3,000.
All right, so Warner Brothers.
Oh,
But this isn't DC. This isn't DC. This isn't, and it's not just DC. I mean,
I will
Is it
say
about
this, Mike,
decisions
my-
that were made months ago?
No.
No, today. Well, I mean, this was rumored for quite a while.
This is. I think Zaslav is making a lot of mistakes. He is not the
Yeah.
savior. This just sounds, even though it's
Never
my
the first
name, just saying, using the dropping out of the two things you could do, HBO and Max, and dropping the HBO is such a disastrous.
Wait, how are you not mad? Like, how are you mad about this?
Because HBO screams quality.
But your
Look,
name is Max.
I don't give it. I don't give an F, man.
You know, once the name changes, people will forget all
Oh
about
no,
it.
if they changed it to CJH, I'd be like, whoa.
And I wouldn't buy that streaming service, CJ. No offense.
It would be a Canadian.
I'm gonna watch the CJH tonight. What the? You know what's on CJH?
Damn right.
Whoa!
Why is it reruns of Trailer Park Boys?
I love Trailer Park Boys. Fuck you,
Oh,
Brian.
another hockey game, son of a bitch.
Me too. So I'm just making fun.
Okay, good. You watch the animated show?
No, not the animated, but the regular one is great.
Strange Marvel Theories, $5. So, can anyone just fashion Beskar, or is it a skill? I think that's a good question, Strange Marvel Theories. Maybe that is potentially the reason that he has some of Maul's crew Mandalorians around. There's evil Mandalorians too that are working with Moff Gideon. Is everyone able to do that, or did he actually get? Does he have some Mandalorians on his crew that could do that? I think he would need. I think he would need to. Yeah, don't you think he would need to have a Mandalorian fashion it? The Beskar to a professional forger.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it was forged before they got the Mandalore, right? Because
he's got somebody on
the furnaces weren't even on.
Okay. Well, I do think it's going to take a specific skill armorer to handle the Beskar. The Beskar, just like in the MCU.
Skill, you know. So yes, not just anybody can do it, but also, somebody had asked me, made a comment about like the Imperial Remnant having the Shadow Troopers with the Beskar armor and stuff, and I was like, dude, the droids in the last season had it, and then the other thing, but then it reminded me of all the Mandalorians that actually did side with the Empire during the occupation. So yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks that my only critique is the fact that they put this episode with one left to go.
Yeah.
Like if we would have gotten some of this exposition right out the gate, then it probably would have sunk in a lot better for a lot of more people.
Yeah.
So, man.
Yes.
No, talk about the name of the streaming service.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Max.
Okay.
I think you're gonna have to really market that hard to.
I'm
to
sorry,
justify.
but like,
Oh, really? He has a built-in fan base.
This is one of the dumbest changes in
You know what's
history.
worse?
Like,
You know what's worse? The tier.
Let
of the
Anthony
price-
finish, Senor. Hold on.
HBO been around for almost a long ass time.
HBO didn't go anywhere. You can still watch it on cable.
Yeah, you can watch it on cable, and everybody knows. Dropping HBO.
It's like dropping
Max
Disney.
stuff. Yeah,
it's just called like it's like calling Disney Plus. We're just gonna call it Plus.
Yeah, like come on.
That's exactly what it's like.
We're dropping. Peacock is called. Yeah, Peacock will be called the cock.
Yeah, it'll be cock. Yeah, like come on, bro. Like,
Oh, everybody's using that same corny joke all day. Peacock.
Hey,
yeah, even Campia uses it today.
I like the cock, and so does my wife. She's been watching Below Decks, that show. She's been watching.
Of course, she's something called Below Decks on the cock.
And also,
yeah,
like,
Below Decks on the cock.
One thing I will say, just from a sentimental point, HBO, let's remember, they were the first ones to offer a standalone streaming service away from the cable companies. And as a result, I've always been faithful to them. I've always kept my subscription up because I was asking for that for years, and they were the first ones to have the balls to do it. So it is kind of like, from a sentimental value, to take away the HBO off of it was.
And also, like, bro, why does this does not even screen quarterly? You talk to everybody in the street knows HBO. Name me one HBO show you ever watched. Oh, The Soprano. Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
You think people are going to drop their
Come on.
subscriptions because they changed the name from
No,
HBO
it's not
Max?
No, it's just not very marketable. That's all.
And also the price of the pricing. So they have 3 tiers for the pricing.
Okay, so they don't like have marketing people that went to school for marketing and have been in the marketing business for decades.
Their stock drops after their presentation.
You know how much their stock dropped today?
No.
It dropped 87 cents.
Yeah, like 6%.
That's.
Oh my God, the house is on fire.
Not that much.
You're right. That is hyperbolic, Brian.
Wait,
But
really?
if it was a good announcement, though, the stock price should go up.
Wait, is it
Their
actually
stock
on
was
fire?
like $8
That's
3 months
the
ago.
story. That's the story. If it was a strong presentation, it should actually be moving
No,
the needle up.
they announced amazing stuff today, except for the Harry Potter bullshit.
I kind of
not bullshit.
No, I know
I'm
why.
sorry.
I know why
That's
they did.
actually a good thing.
I don't want to reboot, but go ahead. It is what it is.
There's a whole generation of people that will sit there and watch every week.
I'm
going
gonna
to
watch
Potter.
it. Me and my wife are gonna watch it. Absolutely.
I'll watch it.
Maybe who knows? But like they announced amazing stuff, but like they could have just called it HBO Discovery, simple, instead of Max. Like they just.
That's too long for people to remember.
It doesn't matter.
They stole your name, Max.
What are you gonna watch? I'm gonna watch Max tonight. Okay, that's fine. I'm HBO Discovery.
Oh
Come
my
on, now,
God.
dude. That's stupid.
And you're
It's
getting,
much
you're getting
better than Max.
double the content. Come on. Don't
And
you want to
also,
see
like-
house flippering for free?
They should have called it.
They should have called it
House flippering.
They should have just called it HBO
they try to
Plus,
sell
just to
houses
go
to
after Disney Plus.
It was HBO
Why?
Plus
Yeah.
before.
Why not call it WB Plus? Why they call
No,
WB Max?
No, I got a good one. Why they call it a
Disney
Discovery
Max
Max Plus?
Discovery Max Plus.
Wow, that's
You know what they should call it?
Discover
Max.
HBO. Discover HBO.
Fuck.
There you go.
Discovery,
No, drop
Plus
the Y. Just get
Snyder,
Discover HBO.
Gunn,
Oh,
Max.
HB.
There's a reason no one in
Presentation.
this chat is CEO of WBD. Just
90 days
I'm
for
glad I
Beyonce.
just sell
Oh
auto
my
parts,
God.
dude, and I'm not in charge of any major studio because.
But I would like to give my opinion.
Okay.
That's
you can give your bad opinion.
Hey,
Yeah,
the
I mean, if I
stock-
wanted the opinion of a carpenter on plumbing, sure, you know.
I've been in
It's
the
only
movie
like a
talk for
6%
years.
drop.
I
It's not that
have a valid opinion. I will not let you diminish my opinion, Brian.
No, I'm not diminishing
The
my
stu-
opinion.
the
I mean, your
people-
opinion. I'm
peop-
diminishing mine.
The people buying the stocks were not impressed.
Well, it's not
Someone
that. It's
ate
the
my
pricing.
sandwich.
Someone ate my
It's
The
sandwich.
pricing
Okay.
hasn't changed.
All right.
No,
Well,
no, because now there's a third tier. Okay, so there's 9. So ad is $9.99. Ad free is $15.99. But then there's called Ultimate, which is like $25.
It's
That's
$20.
the only.
It's $20.
They're not
Yeah, but-
forcing you to buy it Ultimate.
But yeah, but here's the thing. That's the only way you can watch the content in 4K.
Let me tell you
So-
something. That 4K streaming is false. You'll never be able to stream 4K ever.
100%.
Nah, I got 4K TV. You could tell.
Also, like.
But is your
they
connection that
they-
good? Because you kind of have a hard time getting.
You
on
have to.
these
You have
streams,
to
dude.
have.
Damn, that's messed up.
Well, no, that's true. Your connection determines your quality and your bit rate. And
No,
all that other.
to be fair, I
my,
don't.
my internet got cut off. Yeah, I had great connection. I was able to
Like
watch.
to be fair, like the price,
Sorry,
like the price
man.
of it. Oh my God.
Sure.
Like the
And-
price
and-
of it, like 15 or 20
We're
bucks.
we're
It doesn't
veering-
matter. It's only a
we're-
$5 difference. Like
we're veer-
$20 is nothing.
The only
veering off
difference
topic.
between the two tiers of ad free and ultimate is that ad free, you get 2 streams, and you get 4 with Ultimate, and it's 4K.
Yeah, but
How
it's
many
like
people in your house gonna watch four different streams of Max?
Depends who you give it to. That depends who you give that.
Also depends on your household.
And also, like it's only a $5 difference. You want the $15 one or you want the $20 one? I mean, I'm getting the $20 one because it is what it is. If you pay $20 for Netflix for 4K, then $20 for the 4K version of HBO. I mean, Max. It doesn't really matter.
The Max.
Okay.
You see,
I wanted to get this from Strange Marvel Theories $5. The armor is betraying the Mandalorians. I think that's a wild theory, Strange Marvel Theories. I do think there's something up with her though. I do think there's something up with the armor. It's like weird how she was like so by the book the previous seasons, and then this one she's like, well, Bo-Katan walks in both ways, and she will lead us. It's like what?
Well, Bo-Katan goes both ways.
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
she walks both paths.
She's gonna have to dye her hair now.
So
she did. It's already dyed. It's already dyed. Yes. But do you think there is something up to Strange Marvel Theories? There is something up with the armor this season.
You're saying there's something.
Do you think there's something up with her? I don't think necessarily she'd be working with Moff Gideon or anything like that.
So she
Like, why would she
want? Mandalorian? She just betrayed.
Well, thank you, Kavari. No one does make better content than me. I appreciate it. Oh, you mean HBO?
well, you know what? She flew away when they got attacked. I know she was taking back the injured people.
Yeah,
she took off. It was kind of
Kelly.
Yeah. So there, I think there is something up with her, though, for sure.
Yeah.
There's something different with her this season.
By the way, when I think of Max, I think of this motherfucker right here.
Me?
No, right here. Me. No, me, right here. Look at my icon.
Well, thanks for swearing. You know.
This is the Max. This is what you gotta get, guys.
No.
$15.
All right. The only reason that I'm upset about this whole merger with Max and Discovery, I'm losing my free service because I have AT&T, so I had it free for like the last 3 years. So I have to stop paying.
If you have AT&T,
this
you're still
might
gonna get the
rain.
same.
That's crispy. What the hell?
It's still gonna be the same.
No, I thought they were gonna start making us charge. They're gonna charge us.
No. They
Warner Brothers Discovery stock drops
hell
after
no,
Max
don't do it.
presentation by Cynthia Littleton.
That's
Warner
AI.
Brothers Discovery shares were down 6% at the close of
6%.
trading Wednesday on the heels of the
That's
company's
nothing, though.
expansive.
6 is nothing.
It's not up though. That's significant. When you announce, when they're trying to make decisions that are supposed to instill confidence with your investors, your stockholders, your consumers, I would argue that it should go up a little bit when there's so much uncertainty before your announcement.
You read the rest of the paragraph.
Okay.
Everyone was down today. Didn't matter.
That is context. Yes.
Everybody was
on Wednesday. The stock fell 5.8% to 14.05. Yeah. So everything was down. That is more context. But it
doesn't really matter if they announce.
I just don't feel that Zaslav is turning anything around yet, and he's had close to a year now.
That's not enough time to turn around a shitty company.
With announcements, yes. Branding, yes. You should really be thinking about how you're going to brand your new streaming service, and it should
and how to make money.
This does not.
They're in that $50 billion. They're not going to make any money anytime soon.
Yeah, introducing Max, the one to watch. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, introducing Max, which is Mad Max.
Yeah.
Basically, the one to watch.
I think all the content they announced for Max today makes up for the name change.
Okay, do you have that? Yeah, I think you were sending me links. We'll look at that. Now the content, yeah, I like that. Voltaire, do you have any constructive criticism on the name change? It doesn't sound great to me. That's a lot of marketing. It doesn't. being an HBO fan for so many years, I'm like, really? Okay, go ahead, Voltaire.
I just think they're trying to. If you look at HBO Max, there's a lot of stuff on it, like Cartoon Network and Adult Swim and the DC stuff. And I think they're just trying to show you, let people know it's not just HBO or Discovery. It's all kinds of stuff we have here. I get it, I guess. You know.
Yeah, but if you click HBO, the kids stuff is literally right there under it.
Well,
So,
not
like,
everybody clicks on Hub. A lot of people like
Yeah,
Hub.
but
What's
they
that?
did say that the hub is going to be similar to Disney Plus.
What is
which
this?
Is not. What is this, bro?
What the? Why incarnation?
Get it?
Weird.
Is it the Pixar lamp?
Yeah.
And what is he doing
Oh,
to the
okay.
younglings?
So, okay, you know the beginning of the Pixar movie with the little lamp is squashing on the eye. Get it?
Bad.
Good, yeah, good. You know what? Give it. I'll give this. Welcome back to CJ.
What the hell?
I don't want to hear that.
Hey Max, just look on HBO Max Twitter, their Twitter account, and you'll see all the.
Well, I was gonna bring up your Twitter.
Also, like they're gonna be similar to like the Disney Plus UI.
Yeah, so welcome to Derry. That's exciting. The Penguin, exciting. The Conjuring show, Game of Thrones, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Awesome.
They announced a new Game of Thrones show today.
Okay, now this is bad timing.
This is terrible.
Well, he I think he was found innocent. Well, not innocent, but not guilty.
Yeah, we wouldn't did this more.
I'm not interested in that anymore.
Is it
Robert
the
Downey Jr.
showrunner?
The Sympathizer coming in limited series. I'll be real. I am a Robert Downey Jr. fan, but some of the stuff, the side projects he's done have not been successful. So I don't know. This is up in there. I like that he's involved, but even Robert Downey Jr. does not just justify box office. When he's playing certain characters in his repertoire, absolutely.
Hey, what's Robert Downey Jr.?
What do you mean? That's right, him
He's
right
right
there.
there.
He looks like James Woods.
It's makeup.
Yeah.
It's makeup.
Looney Tunes University.
I'm looking
just
for
coming
it.
back. Yeah.
You know, I do like they make Babs and Buster's brother and sister.
So that's great for the kids. That's If I had a child for nostalgia, I'd like, you got to see Tiny Toons. Yeah.
And they had trailers for Gremlins.
Oh yeah, the mom.
And the Penguin.
And they had a trailer. They had a
new Flash.
There's a new trailer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to react to those. I didn't know.
Yeah,
the
HBO
Penguin
Max's
one was
Twitter.
a teaser. It was
HBO
a
Max.
teaser.
You mean the Max Twitter?
HBO. Well, it says HBO
The
Max.
They haven't updated the name. They haven't updated. They're gonna
That's
update
like-
it.
very slow.
But what I find weird is them announcing that the Flash film would be on the service in the fall.
That was crazy. That was like, okay, you could have waited until the Flash made at least maybe 500 million at the box office. Like,
People forget about that.
We could have waited.
No, they could have waited. They could have waited.
Yeah, that was like okay. I mean, but hey, at least it's
Well, that's at least it's longer than 45 days.
yeah, that is
True.
at least it's longer. At least thank God.
Ryan, do you still like Titans?
Hell no.
I know you don't, Anthony. I know you don't.
I don't think Brand's there.
Okay, that's all right.
The Titans.
Titans, thank God that show's ending. That
What are you talking about? That show was amazing.
There's some good stuff
Yeah,
in
is
it.
it bad?
I wouldn't say it's amazing. There's some good stuff in it.
Come on, the costumes, the acting, great.
The acting.
Titans Season 4 Part 2 unveils new posters for 3 main heroes.
Of course, Raven.
That's very interesting
Superboy.
because Superboy is a mixture of Clark and Lex.
A clone.
Sort of.
Who's chopping chips?
I think that's Brian.
Brian.
Brian's like, I don't give a fuck.
I was asking about, and then here's Robin.
Yeah, that's
Tim
Tim
Drake.
Drake.
Robin. It's
Yeah.
still Robin. I know it's Tim Drake. Yeah. I don't know. He looks all right.
That's good.
Raven.
White
Yes.
Raven.
White Raven. I don't know what happens with her.
Yeah.
I still have to finish the end of last season. but I'm looking forward to it. It's fun. I think it's better quality than Arrowverse. And
I don't.
That's a low bar, man. That's low.
Well, it's not. It's not better
No,
than.
I had to quit
Mandalorian.
watching it because you DC fans couldn't stop shitting on it. So, whatever. Revisionist
Really? They
history.
did?
Oh, I kind of
Not
like this
me!
show. I kind of like
Not
you're
me!
saying it now.
Not me,
Well, maybe
Anthony.
not you,
You're
Max,
blaming
but
Anthony.
everybody else. Ooh, it was trash. It was an awful show. I'm like, whatever, dude. Go fuck yourselves. I hate watching this shit.
Brian!
Man.
Jesus.
You let people.
Brian the nihilist.
Yeah,
He's
you-
in a mood today.
Who
He's in a mood.
cares what people think? Who cares what
Brian's in one of those moods today, so
Listen,
I don't care
whatever
what people
you
think, but the problem is people have a problem with what I think. You know what I
No,
mean?
no one. No,
I'm
all
not talking about
Anthony.
right now. I'm just saying in general.
All Anthony said was, "I don't like it," and I said, "I like it." And then
I'm not talking
Bruce
about
says,
right now. You guys
Okay.
have been shitting on this show for fucking years.
"Not me." You said you guys. Not me. I love the show.
Okay,
I love the
you
show
guys
too.
minus Max.
Hey,
No.
I like
Does
the
that
show.
work?
I haven't seen the episode, so don't.
I wasn't. I
I
wasn't
like
here.
the show.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Leave me
whatever.
alone, all right?
Jesus isn't here.
No, fuck me. All right. Yeah, I don't care anymore.
There's Kavari. Kavari's the problem. You know.
Yeah, he is.
But
Oh,
for Anthony,
Jesus
you don't.
Christ.
Anthony, you don't try to convince me it's trash, do you?
You can watch it. I just don't. I just had to watch it sometimes.
Well, here,
Yes,
any opinion on Titans?
I watched like the first 3 episodes. I haven't. I didn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to stick with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I watched all episodes so far. Really like it.
I gotta. Are you curious to go back, Brian, or is it done?
I've already watched the first 3 seasons. I just don't like it because there's nobody to talk about it with.
I'm
right here.
And you know how bad it is
I
to
gotta
sit
be
on a
one
panel and be like,
Brian, I'll make a show just for you. I'll make a show for
I'm
MMA
not talking
International.
about right now. Okay. When did season 3 of Titans come out? Last year and a half ago. Okay.
Last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was on a completely different panel than I'm on right now, maybe with the exception of a couple people.
Yeah.
And every single person on that panel that I was on proceeded to take the steamiest dump on that show. Okay. And it happened more than once on several occasions. So I'm just like, dude, I can't even enjoy this show anymore because you can't let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Will.
oh, Titans is pretty good. Oh man, it's pretty stupid. I don't know, man. It's like,
I mean, again, I haven't seen the
Okay.
episode. The
there's the
clips pretty
same thing
much
with
turn me off.
Arrow and Titan.
Well,
Or not Arrow.
we're announcing a watch party for Titan season 4, and
Part
that
4.
article was to talk about the positive posters. I was talking positively of it.
The
I
first
want to watch
time
Titans, but
that
Hey,
show's been-
Brian, I feel your pain. That's the way my Discord group was when every time I mentioned something DC to watch.
How do you feel? How do you think I feel, Brian, when I say I love BV? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
I know, just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
no,
joking.
that's
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
I
That'd be
mean,
a
sloppy
joke.
Joes.
Okay,
Ooh,
sloppy
I want
Joes.
Sloppy Joe.
And yeah, I did get some on my shirt. No, I don't care.
Okay. But I plan on watching it. I only have like 1 or 2 episodes left of the last season to finish. I just never finished.
Then you got 6 episodes to watch.
Yeah.
Max.
Are they all dropping at once or one week to week?
That I don't know.
I think it's HBO's got is week to week.
Week to
They'll
week
do
now.
it though.
But they were dropping every 2 or 3 episodes a week last season.
I remember what was on what was DC? They had their own streaming. DC Universe.
Yeah.
It was on DC Universe originally.
Yeah,
Then it moved-
I know
then
to
it-
that, and that thing had potential, and literally like wasn't even a year. It
Callie,
folded.
come here.
It went
Yeah.
to
Then
It
it
went to
moved
what?
over
HBO,
to
it became HBO Plus.
no, it was on HBO Max.
HBO Max is like
Hey.
over.
Hold on, I gotta put the dogs. Goddamn dogs.
It's like that's where you get like Titans was the first original, then the Swamp Thing series, and then that's where they brought back Justice, after a long time. Then people were like, "Oh, we'll bring back Green Lantern," and they haven't bring back Green Lantern yet.
Oh, that was such a good series on Cartoon Network.
But you know what? Like part two of Titans for season 4, I'm definitely going to do a watch party for that if you're down, Brian.
Whoa.
For
There
MME
you go.
International.
Nice. The don't sleep on that Welcome to Derry series, that It show. That's going to be terrific, I think. There's a whole.
I'm all for it.
It's because
Yeah, there's a
everybody
big-
wants to be nonconformist.
What do you mean with it, or with?
No, this question here: why is dumping on everything a popular social norm?
It happens.
Yeah,
because that's what it is.
Kavari, I disagree with your comment right here. Stargirl isn't better than Titans.
I think so. Stargirl was great, at least the first season.
I disagree.
I enjoyed Stargirl. I think it was a good show. I wish it got one more season, but at least they told them, "Hey, you're not coming back." So
I will say this: Superman and Lois, the writing this season is fucking amazing.
Yes.
The last 2 episodes have brought tears to my eyes.
Tears?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yes. It was so like how powerful.
It's crazy that James Gunn loved that show. That's the only show that he loves. No Titans, no Stargirl. That's the only
Superman
show
and
that he
Lois.
loves.
The actress that plays Lois Lane, she is amazing.
Yeah, Elizabeth Tulip. Yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, bless you.
Captain Marvel gender swap.
Oh, my God.
I don't care, but
it's
the
just
villain,
a character.
the villain.
It's just a character that I don't care.
You know what? The villain's a generic comic book character that was killed off years ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't an important villain.
I know, that's why I'm upset. I want an important villain.
Didn't we talk about this yesterday?
Yes,
Yeah,
we did.
but here's
Not a gender swap. I didn't know that.
That looks cool.
Yes.
That looks cooler than what we're getting, right?
No.
Just whatever.
No.
That looks like
I think this looks cooler than what we're getting. I'm sorry.
that was like a set, like a typical.
That could never
70s
translate into a movie well.
That looks like, I don't know. It looks like a Shi'ar. That's like something from the Shi'ar Empire.
What's that?
Of course, it needs modernized, but there's cool armor there. It's cool, that's really interesting.
We're Disney. Fuck you. You'll buy it.
Christopher, what did you think of the Taskmaster gender swap in the Black Widow film?
I really didn't care, actually.
Really?
Because I'm not a fan of more super soldiers. I don't care for Captain America. I don't care for Taskmaster. I'm never there. I was more of a X-Men mutant. Taskmaster. I wasn't a fan of the actual character, so it didn't matter if it were gender swapped or not.
Look, I didn't care if they.
That was up to Scarlett Johansson.
Gender swap didn't. It was just the character wasn't very interesting.
And also, what was it like? How okay? So Taskmaster, Taskmaster in the comics, he will mimic people's action, and this Taskmaster in Black Widow, it was like a device in her head or something, or like her visor is a reason why she could.
Right.
That was dumb. No. That's not Taskmaster. And then the whole thing, like she's the father of the guy that Natasha almost thought she assassinated and blew up his building, and there's supposed to be a big reveal, and we're like, who the hell is she? And and she was just bad. Doesn't matter if she was a Taskmaster was a guy or a woman. It was a very poor written villain. Simple as that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Like Taskmaster could have been.
I take it you like that sloppy Joe.
Oh God, that's so good.
Like Taskmaster could have been in that movie, Marvel's Deathstroke. Stefan was, it was bad. They had the sword, they had the shield, like in the comics, or the cape. It was, and the mask was like a biker helmet.
All right.
It couldn't do the skull. Yeah.
Well, we have a few more topics. We're getting towards the end of the show. First look at Robert Pattinson's next Batman chapter officially released.
The
Uh,
Penguin
H-
show.
in production teaser. I think this looks great.
Yeah, the
I didn't.
trailer, little trailer was pretty damn good.
I gotta probably react to it later. I know HBO. They're gonna they'll flag the
Flag
video.
it.
So
Yeah, they'll flag it.
This was a good teaser, though. This was a good teaser.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, it was like old school gangster.
Yeah, it's like give me Soprano vibes. That's what it gave
Yeah.
me. Really
Soprano vibes in the Batman universe. That's amazing. Thank you, Chubby Teddy. Marvel.
It's coming out next year.
I'm very listen. They're focusing on Batman, the Matt Reeves versus Joker 2 for now. That's what we're getting in the meantime until Superman Legacy's ready.
Well, you get more. You get in the Arkham show and the Gotham PD show that's coming for the Batman.
There hasn't been movement on those though, Anthony.
A producer from the Batman, from the Penguin show, that say that the Gotham show is still happening in the stuff with that. So it's still happening.
Did he do a Kathy Kennedy? It's not ready yet.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Plus, no. Maverick's projects is.
Well, I think they're playing it safe too. They might want to see the reception of the Penguin show first, probably.
Yeah. Plus, here's the thing: Colin Farrell is a big actor, right? So for them, they need somebody that can draw in the people's attention. And mind you, Penguin is a big name villain for Batman. So for them to do a show on that makes sense.
I mean, they might make the show so good that you want to see the Penguin be the main villain of Batman 2. Right?
Actually, no. It's actually been confirmed that Clayface is for the Batman 2.
That was just a rumor.
That's not confirmed yet.
Not confirmed.
It was pitched. It was pitched to. Yeah.
Well, no, it was the guy that did the was it Mike, the guy who did the horror shows on Netflix. He pitched it. He pitched a movie, but then they say the villain could be in Matt Reeves. The guy he pitched for Gunn's DC universe, and then for Batman 2. One of the villains is Clayface.
Hey Max, I sent you the cast of Creature Commandos.
Oh yeah, I have an article up for that. Thank you, Bruce. For that's one of the
the actors right next to the characters.
Yeah, I want to go down the panel though. Who here would be up for just the Penguin being the villain of the Batman 2 based on the performance of the series? It might. I mean, he is in the Batman, but he's not. He's his rise to power. It could be in the Penguin, especially with the vacuum left by Maroni, or was it Maroni that passed? What was the character's name? Falcone that passed.
Maroni is in, and Maroni's in jail.
Okay, so with that vacuum of power, the Penguin's rise to power, I'm assuming, without seeing the featurette, that's going to be part of this series. Would you be up for that, or do you want to see a different villain? I'm thinking like this is a great potential to be an amazing series, like someone just was pitching. I don't remember who just said it, but Sopranos in the Batman universe. You might want to see the Penguin go toe to toe with the Batman now that he's rising to power. What do you think, Brucifer, Brian? What do you think?
I would want to see a villain that can actually go toe to toe, hand to hand combat.
Hand to hand combat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to see a villain that's tucked away in a tower somewhere with henchmen going after Batman.
Okay. Fair enough. Brian, do you? Go Voltaire. Go ahead.
So if this series is serious and dark, like a real gangster show, I think it's going to be fantastic. But him alone as the villain in the next Batman film, no. I think they got to bring Joker, and there's just no way around it. It's Batman.
Okay.
A lot of people compared this trailer to The Godfather.
Ooh.
That comparison going around.
Oh, it could give you Soprano vibes. It could give you Godfather vibes at the same time. This is the teaser. I mean, I mean that's what they're building up the Penguin. He's right. He's gaining power in Gotham. And he's rising after Falcone died and stuff like that. You meet other characters in the show and stuff. So
You know, I if you look at it, you'll be like, did Coppola do this?
Okay. I gotta react. I probably got to react to it then.
No, I gotta see that. I haven't watched
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but is this teaser? I mean, but like the the visual effects are not finished because it's still coming out next year.
Yeah, you actually see the camera.
Yeah, I see
during
cameras in the
during
cast. Yeah.
little clip. that
Go
they're
ahead,
filming.
Taladi. Go ahead, Taladi. What you're gonna say about do you want to? Can you see the Penguin being the main villain, or do you
No.
you want to see someone else? Okay.
I don't see Penguin being the main villain because they need some another character to, because Penguin is already in the Batman the first part in terms of a villain there. They don't need to bring him back for the second movie. I think what they need to do is bring a different character, and like Mr. Freeze or Clayface or even bring in like some Prometheus. Those types of characters would definitely work in the Batman universe.
Okay. Cool. Senior Nerd, did you have, and Brian then, did you have a take on the Penguin show? What you want to see in Batman 2? Do you want to see something else, Senior Nerd?
Yeah,
I still haven't seen the Batman, so no comment.
Oh, that's right. Senior Nerd, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer. It looks really fantastic. It does look like a mob series like The Sopranos. Penguin, okay, it depends. Like, we'll say the show is it takes place right after the Batman, where after the flood, so he's taking over the crime syndicate. I can see him trying to rise up, being like next Falcone, and then it's rumored that Pattinson might show up as Batman. So he could be like trying to hire people to take down Batman in the sequel. Like he could hire Clayface. In the Golden Age, he's a guy who just disguises his face. You could hire Clayface. You could hire maybe like a Deathstroke. You could hire. You could break out Joker and Riddler to take care of Batman. So I don't see like a physical villain in the sequel, but more like he's the big bad, the one that's in control and is sending people out to kill Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's talk about what's it called?
The Continental teaser trailer. John Wick sequel series or prequel series gets
prequel,
September
not
print.
sequel. The one that's coming out next year with
Wick on the cock.
Yeah.
Big old cock.
Peacock.
The Continental will make its series premiere on the Peacock streaming service in September. That's great. That's unfortunately
That's not what I thought of when I heard the Continental, though.
What?
What you heard? What you think of it?
Saturday Night Live with Christopher Walken when he played the Continental.
Oh,
yeah.
You can't do this, man. You can't.
That is a deep cut. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I watched that. No, I watched that.
The Continental.
Well, I
That's
thought
Phil
Lance
Hartman
Reddick was
voice.
supposed to be part of this too.
No. What go down? Who's the cast? Go down.
Is it Mel Gibson in this show?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mel Gibson is in the cast.
I'll be back. I gotta go take care of something.
Okay, sure.
He's playing a young. So the character was played by Lance Reddick, who God rest his soul.
Yeah. Well,
no, they're doing one with his character, but I think it's another prequel. So
has anyone seen the fourth movie yet?
I haven't.
No.
Okay.
I heard it's amazing, so I know.
Yeah. It's set in the 70s. That's cool. I like that.
This is probably way before John Wick was born.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. So I'm looking forward to that, especially since I'm keeping Peacock.
And also it's a 3-night event, so like 3 episodes event. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool. I can't wait to see it.
It's an hour each, which that's great. You get in another, and you get in a thing. I don't know if the next, and another John Wick spin-off is coming out next year with and the
Ballerina.
Is. Yeah, Ballerina. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a sequel or prequel. I'm not sure.
They might be going too hard with the Wick verse, but we'll see. We'll see.
Not really. It's just getting started. Like, it's most like a successful franchise that everybody loves, and Feige helped the director with the first, yeah. So like,
Yeah,
which
they
people
call
went
him-
crazy. Yeah, people went crazy on Twitter with that one. So it's getting started.
I want to Starscipio. I want to bring this up before we get to Creature Commando. Of course, Clownfish TV are reporting that, but to be fair, there are people in Access Media that have probably seen the finale already. So I'm sure they may have a source that I'm not saying they're right. It's very potentially that they could be wrong. It's an easy prediction to make, Starscipio, but there are people in Access Media that get a couple episodes ahead of time. And I'm sure they know the finale already, and it's being spread around. And even though they might not have hate baiters are the ones that report this, they have friends that are in Access to get this, so it's not a stretch. And it's very possible that he is out. But take it with a grain of salt. I understand why they're reporting that. It's an easy thing to do, and then if it doesn't happen, you'll be like, oh, I guess the source was wrong.
What the hell is Clownfish?
Clownfish TV. They are very much anti SJW.
They're in that circle.
And Disney's doing.
No wonder they're reporting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also forget about the SJW stuff and the rumors about Pedro being difficult on set. Pedro is probably asking for an S ton of money now with the success of The Last of Us. So maybe from a financial perspective, writing him out.
There's lots of reasons, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking that most actors want to show their face on screen.
Right. I gave this as my personal experience. When I first was going to be on screen, when I wasn't just an icon, I decided to get lots of masks and helmets and have fun. And it was a freaking disaster. Like there's a live stream of me in my Darth Vader helmet, and I almost stopped breathing. I was like, I gotta stop. No, having a helmet on is not a good experience. Like it looks cool. It looks cool
Kylo
for
Ren
action.
sucks.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
Yes. I mean, any cosplayers that's gone to these events. So having a whole show centered around a character that never takes his helmet off can be infuriating for the talent. And I do not just put that on Pedro as being a diva. There is nothing for him to do on the show anymore. There really isn't, especially if there was creative differences. So it would not surprise me if he left, especially since he's a sought-after actor. The Last of Us is getting award contention. It's some of it actually will help his future in the industry. Whereas the Mandalorian, you could barely tell he's there because he's not. That's a stunt double. And he has so few lines and he's off to the side that he doesn't even need to be there. So if they actually do get rid of his character, I do see a backlash coming, obviously. But I kind of understand that there's not much more for him to do. Personally, the character, yes.
He has like 5 projects coming up in the next few years.
Yeah, well, once they bathed him in the waters. Now if I was going to keep him around, I would say this is what I would do with this story. I would say, Dinbo, they shipped Din Djarin in Bo-Katan, and then have him go with her way where he could take his helmet off.
Yeah.
And have Mama and Papa Mando with Grogu. That's what I would have done.
Yep.
I mean, but now that he's bathed in the waters, I would find a way to get his helmet off if I wanted to keep him around.
He could like realize he could maybe realize this whole thing was meant for nothing. Just take it off anyway. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's Bo Din. Okay, Bo Din. But that's honestly, can you think of a better way to keep Pedro Pascal around if you wanted him to stay around? That's besides the sources and reports. those are the two factors. The whole storyline, because he took his helmet off before, and it was kind of like out of the blue, like, why did you do that? And now rebathing him, rebaptizing him in the way, and then having a story point where he didn't need to. And then having Grogu sit on Bo-Katan's lap the whole time. It just seems very much that this is the angle they're going. Mama Mando. She even said Mama. What's that, Brian?
I gotta
What?
go, man.
Are you all right?
This is what we're complaining about.
No, we're not complaining. We're just talking about the possibility that he might leave. The guy might leave.
Yeah.
I say there's a highly people that like okay, paying Pascal big money is Disney. They could pay people a lot more money if they want to. So okay, bye. So, yeah. They could pay Pedro the money that he think he deserves for sure. And even then he'd be like, okay, so all I have to do is go to a voting I'll go to a booth, do my lines, and that's it. And I'll get this ton of money sold.
Okay. All right. Bo didn't show a Star Wars story. I mean, that's what to get back on topic, and that's fine, Brian. I wish we'll talk tomorrow. We'll talk about Star Trek tomorrow. What do you think, Voltaire? What those two factors to me, going out of their way to go rebaptize him when there was a way out where he could actually be on screen.
So that whole speech she gave Bo-Katan, how you walk both ways, they could have done that with him. She could have told him, hey, you've had your helmet off, you have the dark saber, you're the one to lead us. They didn't do that though, right? Mm-hmm. That story you read the other day where they credited when they go Din Djarin and then they put Pedro Pascal / and then those other actors who are the body doubles. These little things are not nothing to me. They're just indicators.
And him not being at Celebration, and the representation of the Mandalorian show was Rick Famuyiwa and Katie Sackhoff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you can ignore those things and think it's nothing. And I saw a figure drawing in the chat earlier, which is fine. He said there's no credible sources saying Pedro's a jerk on set. That might be true, but you can't ignore these little signals. You know what I mean? And your point is right. He's a big actor. Why would he want to have a mask on the whole time? And he's not on set.
And you had a way story-wise, you had an out for him to do it. Like if he was going to stay. So I just doubt he's going to have anything to do. If they don't kill him off, season 4 is going to be par for the course like this season.
Look at
Yeah.
the reality is, here's my and pure speculation. I have no inside sources. This is the last season of The Mandalorian. Whatever we get next is The Mandalorians or whatever. Jon Favreau killing his character off. Jon Favreau not being attached to anything at Celebration. These are not small things to me.
Or best case scenario, they take him out of the picture for a while for season 4 and bring him back season 5 to send.
No, but he already wrote season 4. He said that's what Favreau said.
All right. Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Why didn't they announce it then, Senor Nerd? They announced a new Bad Batch season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was Bad Batch, sorry. So.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. But my point is, why didn't they announce a season 4 of The Mandalorian being renewed?
Because it's a popular show.
They did. I think they did say they were working on it. I don't know. But it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet.
But it was before the premiere that Favreau said he didn't write the episode. He had the story lined up for season 4 already.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll see.
Is it? I believe he's on a set somewhere filming something.
That's why we don't know. We don't know when season 4 is coming out.
That's why he wasn't at Celebration.
Who Pedro or Favreau?
Pedro.
Okay, but where was Favreau then? Why he was not in London in Celebration?
No, Favreau was there.
He was there.
Oh yeah, he was. So sorry.
Pedro wasn't. Pedro really. I don't even think he sent a video message in or nothing. Like, I mean, there's been other times actors have been like that, but that's pretty significant. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got a 3rd season of a show. And how many appearances did he make at Celebration? Maybe one celebration. I don't know.
Well, I think it was one celebration, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
No, I think maybe twice, but for the first 2 seasons.
There's people that care about this character. I understand that. And
Yeah.
if he's your favorite character, I could see how the season's a letdown.
I mean, let's. I don't want to admit it, but people did shut off Mandalorian after they fired what's her name? Dumbass. What's her name? Gina. Yeah, people were like, I'm done with Disney. Yeah, but like they're like, I'm done with her because
I
you
don't think that
fired her.
has anything to do with the ratings or people showing
Well,
up.
I'm
for the
not
show.
saying. I mean, that's like there were people who say they were not gonna watch any more Star Wars.
Well,
Mandalorian.
people say they're not going to watch a lot of things, and then they do reaction videos.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough to put a dent into anything.
No.
But even then, I think. But if they take out Pedro out, they should do something like maybe like I don't know, like an explosion or something, or like he's in the building and then you see him and the building exploded, but then leave room like he could come back. Maybe he survived. Maybe he got hurt or whoever. So and leave it like
In the first season of Mandalorian, if you didn't watch Game of Thrones, you had no idea who Pedro Pascal was.
100%. Nobody was looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But now he's got popular since the first season. Got massively popular.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 84.
I don't know if you've seen the set photos and videos from The Last of Us. Look how much fun he's having on set.
Yeah.
Have they released any of that for The Mandalorian?
No.
No.
No, again, he's not really in the suit all the time. He's like in the
Not on set, brother. He's
No.
not on set for the Mandalorian.
He doesn't need to be first off too, though. But but it's just there's also not story pushing for him to be there either.
I think that's the reason why he wasn't eligible for Emmy nomination.
Anthony, do you have anything on this? Do you think that Djarin's done? Do you think Pedro's done?
Well, I'm gonna leave out things so that go, but
Oh, you have to go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, that's fine.
I was getting a little bit tired, but I don't know. It's hard because I mean, look, he's in a popular show, The Last of Us, and then everybody loves him there. And then, yes, he was in Game of Thrones, a great show, and then he was in Wonder Woman 84, which people like his character. Some people, I don't know all people. And then, I mean, do I think he's gonna be done? No, I don't think so. I just think he's gonna play the character. Just how long will he play the character? You know. And so I think what Senior Nerd said, like Disney would just pay whatever money he wants for him to stay. So it depends, you know.
Depends. Who knows? All right.
I think the Mandalorian will stay. I think the Mandalorian will be like a 5-season show.
You know what might happen? I'm trying to. Okay, so remember the one Game of Thrones season where they kill Jon Snow, and people was like, "Oh no, they killed Jon Snow, their favorite character," and then later in episode later, he came back to life.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna happen in the season finale. We think they kill Dinge, and then maybe in middle of season 4, oh, he's not dead. He's
Okay.
dead.
But
that'd be cool.
Seriously, they could throw any actor in the armor, and no one would know the difference.
Yeah, that's Max's point.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro's done.
Doesn't matter who's in the armor.
Yeah.
Max, I posted in the Team MME group chat the trailer for you to react to for The Flash.
Oh, I'll have to do that separately because they'll.
No, I know. I know, but
thank you.
Just so you can react to it later. So
Sure. So I know Brucifer's been wanting to talk about Creature Commandos, which is great. This is a great voice cast. Creatures Commandos.
Well,
voice.
they're also going to be the actors in the movies if they go to the movies.
Yes. For animated DC series. Let's get to this, and then actually James Gunn said true for once instead of false, false, false. He said true as someone reported it. The voice for the upcoming DC Creatures Commandos animated series at Max. It's filled with familiar names: Frank Grillo, David Harbour, Maria Bakalova, Indira Varma, Zoe Chow, Alan Tudyk, Sean Gunn, and Steve Agee have been announced as voicing the titular characters in the James Gunn written series. Grillo's casting is extra special, with him playing Rick Flag Sr. Gunn noted on Twitter that Grillo will be playing the role across all media. We'll see how that goes. So expect him to show up as a character in live-action projects too. My initial thoughts is the way actors are getting into trouble. I don't want to put anything on that, but I would. That's the reason I wouldn't go with them playing it in all media, because if you have one mess up, then it's all. You know what I'm saying, Brucifer, Voltaire?
Yeah, but you can't base your business on what could happen or what might happen.
Yes.
That's what recasting is for.
Oh, see, Nick, are you serious? Do you have a source?
I think so too.
Again, Game of Thrones. We thought they killed Jon Snow, although the people who read the book will be like, yeah, they killed Jon Snow, sure.
All right, and then, Nick, if you're available, I would love to hear what you have to say about this.
Why would you come and spoil an ending of a show that's?
I'll spoil.
That was already a predicted rumor. We don't know that it's true, but
are you just saying that as a guess, or do you have something?
I don't know, man. I get it. Or maybe
I like Nick. I know Nick has a bias. I still like him. No. Oh, all right. Don't look at the chat. Don't spoil everything.
I see the chat. No. He's definitely trolling. He's messing
he's trolling. He's trolling.
He's messing us around.
No, but that's all right. Don't look at the chat, everyone. Nick, don't spoil things if it's accurate. But the thing is,
don't highlight it.
I can't tell. I honestly can't tell, Voltaire. You know what I'm saying?
Superman coming
No. Because the storyline, they could actually do that too. So I can't tell.
If it happened, it wouldn't surprise me. That's all.
No, that's the thing.
I can't believe it, man. I can't believe Superman is going to show up in
Thank God Brian left already. Okay.
The only reason I would be doubtful of it is that Filoni said everybody's going to be happy at the end of the season. And
it was just a rumor, but I was told about this week was all true.
Sure, okay.
Oh, okay. So he was told rumors before, but then this week from the same source. Are you saying this week's became accurate? Okay. Wow.
Well, sure, whatever. Okay.
This is why listen, man. We got to cover everything on the show. We did do the positive of this show,
but
we did.
What if your audience didn't want to know spoilers? Or
we did cover. No. We did cover Moff. It's still a rumor right now, and that's what everyone was thinking of. Now, the only thing that's changed is we have more people saying, "Yeah, I've heard this," and it's still not fact until we see it with our own eyes, you know. But it seems that way, and we do cover the positive of the show as well. I don't know.
My point is that if this comes to fruition next week, it spoils the ending for a lot of people.
That's true.
That is true.
But he like he said, he treated it as a rumor until this week got confirmed for him.
Yeah, these things are already out there. So Nick, you said yes. When you say yes, I asked you, is it from Doomcock? That's not a yes that it's from Doomcock, I hope. Or in camera.
he said it all could be.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, he submits it.
Okay. Off topic. Did Grace say something? Did they say?
Well, Grace was like, this is the thing where I keep saying everyone likes to just hate on scoopers. But they're not all wrong. It's 50-50, I think.
No, off topic. Did Grace say anything about James Gunn?
Oh, this one?
No. He said something about James. Apparently, he said something to James Gunn that's really too far. That went too far.
When?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, just if you want to know, I'm in $3 theater. Tyler is like, Grace says what about James Gunn is too far. I guess Grace says
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Nick is saying I told DC about it though.
You told Doomcock about it.
It's not from Doomcock.
Okay.
Oh, you told. Okay, I see.
You told Doomcock. Nick is Doomcock's source.
Whoa! Nick is one of those. When Doomcock describes one of these sources came into my office, but it's an unverified source. Nick is that guy.
I thought he meant I thought he meant actual DC. I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, he told James Gunn. He told
All right, back to Creature Commandos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Creature Commandos.
Bruce was waiting. Great voice cast. I hope the animation is up to this quality. I don't know. I'll have to see the context animation.
Here's what I think it'll be. I think the animation will be on the same level as what the Man of Tomorrow animation style is.
But as far as we know, this is not representative of the animation style. This is just the comic, right?
No,
that's the animation style.
This is going to be the animation style.
I believe so.
I hope
no,
so.
I think that's I think that's from the comic.
Yeah, because Rick Flag Senior doesn't look like.
Well, to be fair, James Gunn's slate, a lot of the stuff that he showed was just the comic art, and say we're doing Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
and he showed a comic. So I would like Brucifer, if you get confirmation that this is the actual animation. Oh my dear Lord, that animation's fire.
But if not, then it's going to probably be Man of Tomorrow style.
I don't know.
Animation.
I can't wait to see a teaser of this animation. I am actually really looking forward to this. This looks like a cool group of that I know nothing about this group, Brucifer.
So this is basically the monster version of Suicide Squad.
Okay.
It looks like Invincible style animation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I look forward to this though. Go ahead. It's going to be on the Max.
The Superman animated show, that is on the same level as Invincibles.
Yeah, it is.
It is in terms of style, animation style. So I wonder.
I got to tell you, I think DC's animated stuff is better than their live action.
That is true.
If you watch the Constantine films they've done on, they're on HBO Max coincidentally, but they're all really, really good.
Tacos? I mean,
have some tacos, Max. Come on.
Yeah. You want a taco?
That's Brie Larson in the back. Drop the taco. No.
Serving tacos. Wow. Lucky.
Yeah. Okay. What were we saying? I'm thinking about tacos now.
I showed you I sent you the actors next to the characters they're playing. So if
She's singing in the background. Okay.
Della said hello.
Taladia says hello. Hi. All right. I'm really looking forward to this series. I can't wait. This is something that's very, I'm excited. Also, animation first, and then potentially, if it's successful, get live action.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, I think it's a good cast. I think it's risky to do that all across all mediums, though. For me personally,
I think this will be one of the biggest success stories for the guy who's playing Rick Flag Senior. That's my honest take on it. The actor,
like Brillo.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because he got screwed over at Disney big time. And
they did. They could have done better with Crossbones.
Yeah, but they screwed him over. So where this, he can play in any media he wants now, which is from film, animation.
It's because so how it's set in World War II, right? The Creature Commandos. So how are they?
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
So then, what?
No, it's not going to be set during World War II.
Oh,
it's going to be set during current times, I believe, or because I doubt they'll have zombie Nazis.
Well, that'd be cool, but yeah, you're right. That'd be controversial.
But
not going to be controversial.
My point is though, the actor will be able to play the role in any sort of media, which is video games, movies, animation, and that is a big W for him because then he could do all of those things and it won't affect him in a major way because it could be a success story.
If you hear him on podcasts and interview Grillo, he's a very hyped up guy. He's very enthusiastic, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay, Max?
Yeah, my freaking mouse. Whenever you hear me frustrated, it's a stupid mouse.
I sent you a picture of probably the last appearance of Rick Flag Sr. and
Yeah.
Wait, so wait, I'm confused. So if Creature Commander say the modern time, how is Will playing Rick Flagg's father? He's like the same age with the actor who played Rick Flag Jr.
Good question.
Different time period? I don't know.
So maybe not World War II, maybe like Vietnam or like Desert Storm. No, it got to be Vietnam.
I wanted to talk about this Sylvester Stallone project here. Sylvester Stallone's Balboa Productions signs a multi-year deal with Amazon Studios. What's interesting is that Creed is also signed a deal with Amazon. I don't know what's going on there because he's had issues with the Creed franchise and where it's going.
Not happy with them.
Yeah, so this is weird that Amazon signed. Are they going to have crossover? Is this to help with that too? Or did they make Stallone happy where he might participate now? I have no idea.
God, I hope it's better than that superhero movie where he called it in. Jeez.
Oh, I didn't see that movie.
Oof.
I wanted to see it.
Did he sell the rights to Rocky? In the first movie?
He did. I don't know if he sold it or like when he started, he was in a bad contract at the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the whole reason.
I don't know if it's like if he had rights and then he sold it off.
Whatever it is, he has no control over it because
Right.
he's unhappy because they're going to make a Drago movie and he's very unhappy about that for whatever reason.
But that's also supposed to be with Amazon. That's why this is so curious to me.
Yeah.
He needs to retire.
Oh,
No.
Listen, Rocky 1 and 2 are perfect films. Like,
That was how long ago?
Rocky
Okay.
3 is great.
Seriously.
Lucifer with the facts right there. Yeah, they're old movies.
Thank you.
True.
He can barely talk. Come on.
We're gonna get a Rocky prequel, de-aged Sylvester Stallone. I don't
know.
No, but I think for Sylvester Stallone's sake, for his production team, it definitely would beneficial for him.
He also is having a reality show with his family, his daughters. That kind of looks like a Kardashian type thing.
Oh my God.
So I'm not. Hey, I'm just saying you don't
Where's
know how
dignity?
popular he might be. Well, I don't know. Dignity? Maybe the ladies in his life want him to do it. I don't know.
Yes, he needs a few bucks. Frank Stallone, his brother, is pushing him to do it. Probably.
No, I think you gotta remember his kids are young, teenagers. So
No, they're not. They're full grown.
Maybe it's an expendable series. Sylvester Stallone is getting in the ring with Amazon Studios, according to Deadline. Stallone and his Balboa Productions studio have signed a first look deal with Amazon Studios. Through their multi-year partnership, Stallone will write, direct, produce, and star in film and television projects, scripted and unscripted, developed by Balboa Studios. The content will stream on Prime Video, with movies likely heading to the silver screen before airing on the streaming network. Stallone is working on creating content through the deal with the genre film Scavenger Hunt, written directed by Ellie Callahan. In addition to Scavenger Hunt, the move to Amazon Studios means Stallone can return to the Rocky franchise. Okay.
What?
The Creedverse is hotter than ever in the box office. I think they gave him what he wanted. This is a package deal because he obviously was upset with the way the Creed franchise was going. They want to do a universe on Amazon. I think this means they've worked it out. Honestly,
it's embarrassing because he trashed the third Creed. He's been complaining, and now he's just going to go back and still not have any creative control.
We don't know that. We don't know if he doesn't have any creative. Maybe they're going to do a Rocky show, and then have the Creed. You don't know.
I don't think Michael B. Jordan wants him anywhere near Creed.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, man.
And right now, who's the bigger actor?
Michael B. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's still a market for the Rocky character though, Bruce. I know there's been issues
For him to play Rocky again?
Yes.
Oh.
Even if he's not in the ring, you don't know.
As a trainer,
Maybe he
okay,
could
but-
reconnect with his son or something. Who knows? His actual son, not Creed. You know what I mean? Because they were hinting at that at the end of Creed 2. There's stories to tell. It doesn't mean go ahead.
He's a beloved. Rocky Balboa is a beloved character, so you're right. They could come up with stories for it.
Yeah. We'll see how this pans out. I think I'm speculating that I think this means that there could be some more Rocky as well. I don't think they're just doing this for his other projects. Is my speculation. I think they could offer him a very lucrative deal. And Nick is here. Hey, Nick.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Welcome.
So did you like the new episode of The Mandalorian?
It was one of the better episodes of the season, but it was also one of the more frustrating episodes of the season. So I kind of have like a love-hate for the episode. Like I gave it like a 6 out of 10.
Okay, I gave it an 8 out of 10.
It was better than the
Lizzo
episode,
I
and
knew you
it
were
was
gonna
better
say
than the Dr. Pershing episode.
Yeah.
But the
It's
pirate
almost
one
1:30.
is still.
I gotta head out.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Bruce.
All right,
Thank
Bruce.
you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good.
But the pirate episode's still my favorite of the season so far.
The pirate one? Okay.
And I still had issues with that.
So,
one.
if anyone wants a spoiler warning for the last episode, I guess since Nick's here, we can get what he heard.
Yeah,
Right? Spoiler warning for the final episode of Mandalorian, just to make sure we're covered. Because I think me and Voltaire are interested. Are you, Taladius, and your nerd?
I'm interested.
Okay, go ahead, man.
I can tell you what I heard, and just to be clear, it could be total BS, and I find it hard to believe. But
Yeah, Nick. Sorry. So you heard Filoni's comments where he said everybody's going to be really happy at the end of this season of The Mandalorian, right?
Yeah. I heard those comments, but I don't know what he's referring to because I only heard 2 things about the episode, which is Din Djarin sacrifices himself and dies, and Emperor Palpatine comes back. Are the 2 things I heard.
Somehow Palpatine returns, huh?
That it does seem like something they would do. It does, honestly. So I'm like, yeah, this is a rumor, but I could totally see them doing this.
Yeah, I could totally see him. The one I find the Palpatine returning one to be more believable. The Din dying one is the one I find harder to believe. But after watching this season and seeing it geared more towards Bo-Katan, I guess I could see that being a possibility. But that's just what I've heard. Again, I don't know if it's true. It could be complete BS. But everything
there are
about this
people
week's
out there
episode was
that's
true.
There are people out there that have screeners that have seen in advance.
Yeah.
In access, in
Yep.
access media. So we'll have to see the context too if it plays well. I do feel a backlash for sure coming if that happens though.
Yeah, I mean, at this point for me, I mean, especially after a Star Wars Celebration, I'm just gonna kick back, have fun with Star Wars, and just enjoy watching Disney burn it all to the ground.
Oh boy,
I still like it. I love Bo-Katan.
Well, that's the thing.
But you can't dismiss people that really like Din Djarin as their favorite. You can't dismiss that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Din, and I like Bo-Katan, and I always thought that she should have been the one to have the dark saber. But I also found the way she got it to be very anticlimactic.
That's
like
what I
think
said, too.
I think the writing of this, especially this season, is amateurish.
Well, you kind of want to see an epic sequence to have her regain this status instead of explaining it away with a dialogue. Well, back when you saved my life, I kind of lost it, and then you beat the thing, so you kind of deserve it. That was very anticlimactic to me too. It made sense, but it's like, really? Then why didn't you just give it to her then?
Yeah.
Right.
Or why didn't she just keep it and say, "Hey, I rescued you. I defeated the enemy that you were captured by. The Darksaber belongs to me," and just had him be like, okay.
Now, let's take one thing at a time while you're here, Nick. So the Djarin thing, I could see a lot of backlash. The Palpatine thing, I mean, they can only make his arc better as his Return of the Rise of Skywalker. So
There's
hopefully,
no making that better.
There's
no
no
making that better.
In your opinion, but
in my
for some
mind,
people, for some people,
yeah,
it might.
In my mind, there is no. It's sort of like the Kenobi show. Like there's nothing like I don't know how many of you guys saw the fan edit of the Kenobi show.
I did. I like it. Yeah,
it was a better version of what we got for sure, but it was just basically a shiny turd. You know,
I disagree. I loved it.
Shine that turd and made it shine.
I think there was enough there for an amazing show. It just needed better editing and a more cohesive. It just needed edit. You know, like the original Star Wars was saved in editing with Marshall Lucas.
Yeah, I don't.
I think there was an amazing product there that need better editing in a tighter product, and it was there.
I don't think any amount of editing of that show would have fixed it because
I
there's
think it
several aspects of it are canon breaking.
Okay.
Obi-Wan Kenobi never had anything to do with Leia ever.
Well, you got if you're going to bring Obi-Wan back, you got to justify.
I mean, you can do the mental gymnastics and be like, well, you know, but that's a lot of mental gymnastics to make that puzzle piece fit into the OT.
Okay, I understand.
No, they had to break canon to do an Obi-Wan movie because without breaking canon, it would have been a little bit boring, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I thought there would be an interesting story there, and even Ewan McGregor's come out and said publicly the story was supposed to be about me and Luke. Because when you watch the OT, you know, Luke says, you know, I wonder if he's talking about old Ben. You know, well, old Ben lives out beyond the Dune Seas. You know, kind of crazy old hermit, you know, or whatever. And there's an interesting story to be told there. And if you wanted to bring Vader back, is a secondary storyline that runs parallel to Kenobi's storyline, where he's hunting down Jedi and he comes across Jedi, and the Inquisitors are out there hunting. But the main one he's looking for is he's wanting to find out what happened to Kenobi, and he spends the whole entire show looking for him, but never finds him. You know, but there comes a moment where the Inquisitors or whatever are wind up on Tatooine for some reason or another, a tip off or whatever, and they find out Kenobi's there, and they're racing back to get to their ships or something to go inform Vader. And he's trying to stop them from informing Vader and ends up killing them before they can actually inform Vader that Kenobi's there or something, you know, and ultimately they never meet. They never see each other. Then when you see that scene where Vader's on the Death Star and he's like, I sensed something, a presence I've not felt since. And then they finally meet, you know, and then Vader finally, after all this time of hunting for Kenobi, here he is standing right in front of him. How much more impactful would that scene have been with that story? You know, when you go back and tell a previous story, a prequel story that happens before an already existing story, that previous story should just add to the experience of the existing one, not make you question or be like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't add up, you know? And I felt that Kenobi completely failed on that aspect of it. But again, that's just one man's opinion.
That's fair. That's fine. I'm not saying I have issues with it too, but overall I enjoyed it. I do understand that they had to stretch things to make us have a story to tell to begin with. Like it was already the prequels to the OG trilogy was already a perfect arc for me. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it though. But this here makes me, this image I know people will say, Max, you're reading too much into it. This feels like they are setting you up as a viewer to say Grogu's going to be okay.
Yep.
I mean, she is controlling the ship. This really feels to me like they're setting you up to say this is going to be the way it is. I really feel that from this image.
They are slowly introducing scenes and stuff in this season. If you go back and rewatch the episodes with her in it, they're
And I love
slowly
Katie
setting you
Sackhoff,
up to be okay with her basically being the new guardian of Grogu.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that the Din Djarin death thing could totally be true. Again, I find it the least likely out of the two things between that and the Palps returning. Yeah, I don't know.
So 2 comments on your rumors. The Palpatine one makes sense because clearly, if you watch all the shows, we watch Bad Batch and all this, they're trying to fill the gaps in for the prequels, for the sequels, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I could totally see he's a brain in a vat or whatever he is. You know what I mean? And they're still figuring out how to get him into a body or whatever they do.
Yeah, he is Project Necromancer that they talked about in this episode.
Correct. Now, I've said I wouldn't be surprised if they're done with Pedro. So if he dies, he dies. It's just that Filoni's saying everybody's going to be happy.
That's
kind of throws
like
a
what?
wrench into that. Yeah, right.
I mean, what else can Filoni really say though?
True.
I mean, he was asked a question like, man, it's going to be divisive. A lot of fans probably aren't going to like it. You know, no, because then
He said there's going to be an impactful ending. There's going to be an emotional. Well, you know, he could have said a lot of things, but and Luke Skywalker is going to show up.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's the thing. Maybe Palps comes back. Maybe Din dies, but then maybe something else happens. Like Luke comes back to help him, or Boba Fett comes and help him, or the New Republic comes and we see Han, Chewie, and Leia in deep fake. You know, who knows?
Boba Fett's very possible. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, they could do other stuff that that could have a lot of fans get hyped over. You know, to maybe kind of lighten the harsh reality that Din's dead and that these are tying into the sequels. So I don't know. Well, one episode left. We don't got that much longer next week, and then we got Ahsoka.
I'm looking forward to even if she's done, because honestly, there hasn't been much for him to do the way it's been going. I think there could be. I think there could be more for him to do, but
it's barely his show this season.
Yeah,
like it's an ensemble cast show. It's not, you know, his.
Yeah.
He's not the star of it anymore.
Like after today's episode, while I was watching, I was just waiting for him the whole time to be like, "Yes, my queen, my queen, my queen." You know, he's totally the Jon Snow character. Once Jon Snow was with Daenerys in Game of Thrones, so except Daenerys died, and I think Din may die next week.
John killed her, actually.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Nick. It doesn't make me less excited to see the finale.
I'm looking forward to seeing it wrap up. I don't know. A lot of the stuff they're doing, my love for Star Wars is really waning with some of the stuff Disney's doing. You know, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to find something to be excited about. But
Voltaire came up with a great comment earlier, Nick, that you might want to make a video on.
What was that?
Jon Favreau killed his character off. Is he done with Mandalorian?
So they both are in peril this episode.
That's actually, I'm glad you guys mentioned that, because that's actually something else I heard, that Favreau actually might be done after this season. He already wrote season 4, and rumor has it he'll either be back for season 4 and that will be his last one, or he's going to hand all that off to Filoni, and Filoni's gonna use that or use parts of it for season 4. But they've already given Filoni the Mando culmination movie, and Favreau's name is not attached to it. It's
So
just Filoni.
So he's written season 4, but they
Yeah.
didn't announce season 4 at Celebration, right?
Nope.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yep, he wrote season 4 while they were filming season 3. So season 4 is already written and
So
done.
he
They
wrote it.
just-
Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
but he
got
chose to
to-
kill off his own character, right?
Yeah.
That's not nothing to me.
No. So there might be a bigger meaning behind that, you know.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm gonna try. I'm going to enjoy Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Ahsoka. Ahsoka is the one that is like blows my mind. That trailer was a 10 out of 10. I know, Nick, you disagree. I love that trailer.
I mean, the trailer was okay, but my issue with it is they're basically going to cherry pick Heir to the Empire, and give a lot of those roles that Luke and Mara Jade and a lot of the characters that people really love and are passionate for, and give those to other people, other Filoni created characters.
So you're like me. You're sad about Luke, but they're not going to give Luke any more stories. That's the sad truth. If they wanted to, they could have cast Stan and done it. You know, they're just not going to do it.
Well, like if you guys go back to the ending of Mando season 2, chapter 16, when Luke returned, after that, there was so much speculation and so much rumors and theories that they were going to be doing a Luke show, you know, basically building the Jedi Order, and Grogu was going to be a part of it and all that.
It was just to get the ratings.
Yeah, then Book of Boba Fett came along, and, you know, Grogu's back with Mando, and Luke hasn't been around since.
It's fascinating. People got so pumped for that one Luke scene kicking ass. You'd think they'd say, "Hey, yeah, right." Trust me, I was shocked.
I was upset that he didn't stay with Luke.
Yeah, I was too. Yeah, 100%.
Why not do a Luke show? What the hell is with these people? I mean,
it doesn't make any sense to me. I maybe the deep fake technology and stuff is just too expensive.
Well, Sebastian Stan was all ready for it. He got but they're so they don't learn the right. They do not learn the right lessons. They think, oh, Solo failed. They don't put the blame on themselves for quality. They say people don't like recasts, even though Ewan McGregor is a recast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't learn the right lessons. They're just like, oh, the fans are going to reject a recast. No, it just has to be done, executed well. That's it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a recast of Luke than a deep fake Luke, and I feel like Luke Skywalker is an iconic character enough that you can recast him like a James Bond or a Batman. Like they should have done that. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, depending on how good the quality of the deep fake is, I would agree with that. But that's the thing I'm looking forward to in the Indiana Jones movie, is how well the deep fake is in that. Like when I'm watching that, am I going to believe that's actually Harrison Ford, or is it going to be like, oh, this looks like shit, man, and the deep fake is terrible, and I can totally tell that it's CGI.
It's expensive though, right?
Yeah, very expensive for them to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
And to do a whole show around it. I mean, a couple scenes here and there, yeah. But
would you be upset with the recast of Luke?
Oh man, that's
Sebastian
hard.
Scared of.
Yeah, I don't know, because I didn't like Solo. Harrison Ford. Like I thought Solo would have been better if they would have deep fake Harrison's face on him, because there's actually a YouTube video where somebody actually did that, and it actually looks really good. And I'm like, I think I could have really been pulled into the Solo movie a lot more if it would have been done that way.
So see, this is why they're scared though, right? Because they got people like you, then they got people like me who I don't like the deep fake stuff. Eventually, I'm going to notice it's a computer animation. It's going to look like a video
the more
game.
it's on screen, the more chance.
Right. I'd rather a recast, but then you see, this is the thing, and this is a fair point. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what you're saying, Nick. You don't want to recast. You're scared, or you're scared they're going to just mess it up or something like that. I'd rather them recast the character and write him well, but
I'd almost have to see it like if they would put out like a sizzle reel, with him doing a scene or something, and put that out and just let fans react to it and engage where the fans are at. And then if it's overwhelmingly positive and good, then you move with the recast. Because I could see like a sizzle reel of a scene with him in it playing Luke and be like, okay, he actually did really well. I actually am buying that. I think this could work, and I would be okay with it. But it's hard to answer without me having not seen anything.
Okay. So like what if they got what's his name from, for example, just as an example, like what if they got the guy from forget about Sebastian Stan, what if they got the guy from Game of Thrones who played what's her name's brother, the guy who lost his hand, that actor, to play an older Luke Skywalker? Would that have bothered you? He's a good actor.
Yeah, again, I don't know. I would just have to see it. I would have to see it and see. I have to see the actor's performance, the way they talk, the way they handle themselves on screen, to see if while I'm watching it, I believe that's old Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
If they can make it work to make me to where I'm like, okay, I buy into that, then I would be fine with anybody else playing an older or younger version of whoever, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's Jamie Lannister. That guy, I think he would have been fine. They could have recast.
Oh yeah, Jamie Lannister.
He would have been
I
just
can't remember the
fine.
actor's name.
A more mature Luke Skywalker carrying on the Academy. It would have been just fine, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Nick. I've got towards the end of the show, and I wanted to show some of these clips I have on Twitter. This is from,
I'm gonna let you guys do that. I'm gonna bounce because I got some work I got to finish up, and then I'm gonna hit the sack. But
he's been live streaming like crazy and making vids, and my god,
I was late to Doomcock stream tonight because I fell asleep because I was so freaking run down and exhausted. So I was like an hour late for his stream tonight.
Okay. I'm not going to judge you for Doomcock.
I do it every Wednesday night.
Oh, really? Wow.
Every Wednesday night on Doomcock stream. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, we have.
I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Thanks, Nick. Thanks.
All right. Good talking to you guys.
All right, Nick. Have a good one.
All right. Bye, guys.
Nick.
All right, these are just some fun clips. They've also been doing good for the channel. I just wanted to show the Queen. The nerd, what do they call her? Zoe Saldana. She is in $1 billion franchises: Avatar, Guardians. Great person in fandom, great actress, and she celebrates and she's having fun on the set. I just wanted to react to this.
That's her.
Yeah,
that's her. Yeah.
Why is she dressed like Michael Myers?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see Guardians 3. She's dancing she keeps dancing in her.
She's twerking.
They look like yes, she is twerking. It look like she's having a lot of fun on Guardians 3. She seems like she would be an awesome person to meet,
Well, I celebrate her. She's a terrific actress.
Yeah. And she brings in the box office. Look. So this is just a quick video. Wow, she was.
Well, she loves twerking. She's very proud.
Wow. I'm gonna have to title this Zoe Saldana twerks on Guardians 3 set. We'll have to see if it actually plays into the context of the movie or not. She has a lot more fun than her character Gamora. That's for sure. I like Gamora, but I don't see Gamora twerking,
especially post snap.
Oh wow, she spanked it. What the?
Oh god!
What?
It's a family channel.
You go, Zoe. I'm okay with it. Hey. Okay, so that was that first clip that I wanted to. I needed to share with you all. I didn't actually watch the whole. All right, and then here is the clip that I will share the audio with Milan Volani talking about seeing the Marvels trailer, and I wanted to react to that, and that we will play let me make sure I get the audio on this one, and then I will do the mailbag. Nick says, FYI, Palpatine is trending on Twitter. Wonder why.
No boy.
I can take a look.
No way.
Let me see. Not for the UK, it's not.
Okay. Well, let's listen to Milan Villani. I'm very excited for her. She seems very happy to be in the role. Let's see what she has to say. Damn mouse!
No, it was crazy. I haven't seen the trailer yet until just now, and so I was freaking out over
That's great.
that. Brie was gripping so tightly, and we're experiencing this magical moment together. Yeah, it was crazy. It's a
All right.
really
Nothing
good
revolutionary in this
vibe,
interview.
honestly. Just being around so many women in super suits because we have our own issues.
Yes, women in super suits. I'm all on board for that. Definitely. More
Being around women in super suits.
women in the Friday Night Tights want. They want a lot of men. I want more women in super suits. That's what damn mouse.
We don't have like zippers, so we can pee. We
Well, that's
Okay, that's a bit too much.
we don't have zippers, so we can pee. Okay.
share the pain together, and that's really nice. No, but they're so supportive and easy to work with. It's really been a treat. No, it was crazy.
Okay. Not a revolutionary interview there, but I thought I didn't watch it ahead of time, but I'm happy for him. Very happy for him. I'm not.
So,
I gave. What did I give the trailer for Marvels? Like 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. So,
by the way, it's not surprising. It's already the most disliked Marvel trailer.
Really?
Really?
Sorry, Crazy
More than
Joe.
the
It looks like
Hey.
It just yeah. That's.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, but yeah, just like I wonder why.
I'm glad it exists. I'm not.
You know why it got that many dislikes? Come on, that's
Yeah, people. There's people who think that. I'm not saying they're right. I'm just saying this is what they're thinking. Is that's enough with the female heroes? Let's get some male heroes out there. That's why they're disliking it.
Right, because Ant-Man didn't came out this year. Shazam didn't came out this year. Right.
Okay, and then we have the mailbag. We only have 4 questions this time.
Oh, for
4
GJ?
questions.
Yeah. All right, so let's bring up the mailbag and then we'll end the show for tonight. Quote of the day 93. Thank you, Mass Vigilante. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God. Wow, he's getting really religious lately. Your Lord God will be with you wherever you go. Because love the Lord your God with all the passion and prayer and intelligence. Love others as well as you. I can agree with this part, Mass Vigilante. If you want to be religious, that's cool. Love others as well as you love yourself. I can appreciate that, regardless of what you believe. Hey, Max, I hope you and everyone at MME feeling well rested, loved, and blessed tonight, because I'm feeling quite the opposite today. To keep it short, I lost a family member last night, sadly. Very sorry for your loss, Mass Vigilante. Now I understand why you're...
Yeah, I understand your pain.
Okay.
Mass Vigilante, I really do.
And yeah, Talati also recently. Very sorry to hear it. Our thoughts are with you, Mass Vigilante. And my folks are experiencing that grief together, and I might not post anything for quite a while when I get my head straight. If you wouldn't mind keeping your prayers for me and my peeps tonight, for the same reason I keep yours and everyone's on MME and their family friends, because I'm truly grateful and stumbling upon your amazing channel and your awesome community for feeling welcome and having fun topics to talk about. And I just want to say thank you for being a good, humble man, Max, for letting me be myself and taking the time of reading my quotes. And until I beat this darkness and merge to the light once again, hopefully I meet you again. Love you all. Peace. Love you too, Mass Vigilante. Sorry to hear it. Hang in there, brother. Spend time with your family that you have. It's a fact of life that we lose the people we love as well. Try to remember the good times, and our thoughts are with you, Mass Vigilante. I'm sure everyone could co-sign that one.
Yeah, all the best to you and your family, man.
Yeah. Nothing but the best for you and your family, man. I know exactly what you're going through, because I've lost a family member that was really, really close to me, and it's been a tough few days now. It's actually come to that point now where it's starting to sink in.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you a little message here.
Seven. Oh, okay.
All right, that's all I'll leave for now. Okay. Little movie perp. What is your favorite scene from a Jackie Chan movie? I have to say Legend of Drunken Master as well. I don't know. I've watched some Jackie Chan movies. I've seen Rush Hour, Shanghai Noon, and what was it called?
Super Cop.
Super Cop. But I have to say the Drunken Master stuff is really, and I know there's more stuff I'm missing, but that definitely for me is my favorite. Does anyone else have some Jackie Chan?
For me, it was Rush Hour, Rush Hour
Hour?
trilogy. Yeah, because
No.
I actually grew up with that movie.
Sure. Senior Nerd Voltaire, do you like Jackie Chan? Any favorite Jackie Chan scenes?
Yes. Super Cop, Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh, Rumble in the Bronx, yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like when Jackie Chan, so Rush Hour was like the first American movie for Jackie Chan, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I watched this movie through like VHS when I was a kid. So when Jackie Chan came out with Rush Hour 2, I thought, oh, another Jackie Chan movie. But then people was like, that was their first introduction to Jackie Chan. I was like, I know him for years. So it was like,
Well, his other movies were making the rounds and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Chinese movies. I can't remember a particular scene, but yeah, I enjoy his work. And I think Super Cop is one of the best titles for a movie. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I have to go back into his catalog though and find some stuff. But definitely Drunken Master is my favorite. Daniel Martin, any Evil Dead fans here? And if so, interested in Evil Dead Rises or no? I'm very interested. That's a fandom that I need to try more to. Perp is helping me with that. I want to rewatch Evil Dead. I want to watch Ash versus Evil Dead and get ready for Evil Dead Rises. But I'm very interested. It's just there's so much out there that I haven't dived into yet. Is there any genre that you've neglected that you want to dive deep into? Taladia, Voltaire, Senior Nerd, mine's horror. It's because sometimes these movies scare me for real. But I like the fandom is pretty cool for horror. They're very supportive, and there's a lot of hidden gems in there.
I for me, choose my horror. Like I'm just not a fan of the jump scare movies, but there's some thinking man horror movies out there that you can get into. Like The Witch or Hereditary, those kinds of movies. But yeah, I know a lot of people are pumped about this Evil Dead film or this show, or whatever. And I would give it a shot, I guess.
For me, I'm not a big horror fan, purely because, like, the gore and everything. Like if it's extreme, not for me. But if it's not extreme, let's say Mortal Kombat level, then that's fine. But I think I like more like the action adventure movies like 007, Mission Impossible, those types of films are my thing that I really enjoy. And we got a super chat.
Oh, thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. Jackie Chan was in the Cannonball Run movie. Oh, yeah.
The original?
I think so. My father used to watch this all the time. I think I remember that. I haven't watched Cannonball Run in a long time. I like them, but they're fun. My dog wants to get out. But thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. Yeah, Jackie Chan and the Cannonball Run movie. Cool. Senior Nerd, is there a genre of movies that you haven't dived deep into that you would like to?
Well, going to the Evil Dead franchise, I saw all three of the movies, the original by Sam Raimi. I watched the first season of Ash versus Evil Dead. Actually, remember they have a Evil Dead video game for the Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
They have that. I love the franchise. I think I saw the remake with I forgot her name, but it wasn't really with Ash. even though at the very end in the end credit scenes we see Bruce Campbell as Ash going groovy. I think that's set up like it's supposed to be a sequel. This is like gonna be a new reboot. Hers like more scary and gory than the original. I don't know. I don't know if I would say I like because I love the original being like so wacky and over the top and just bonkers. And I know that because Sam Raimi's known to torture his actors. So I just know that he was like on set throwing buckets of blood on Bruce Campbell the entire time filming those movies.
Yeah, Army of Darkness is a fantastic film, fun movie to watch if you've seen it.
I love Army of Darkness. And then actually Evil Dead was a really good show.
I gave up after season 1. I couldn't get into it for some reason.
Season, I feel like they should have done in one. But I really like the callback. I like the callback. I like that in the end he came back to the cabin. That was really good. So yeah, I might see it, but I did like the remake, but I was like it didn't have the spirit of the original because it was too much like it felt like an other horror, and it was like because the concept of the Evil Dead was like these campers, they went to a cabin, they found a book, they read the book, and then bad stuff happened to them, and then they've been repeat that since in other horror movies. So they did it in the remake. I was like, well, this is like every horror movie that after Evil Dead, after the first one. So, but I thought it was fine.
Okay. Well, here's one final thing to show you. It's just a quick image. There's not really much to it, but here's an image of what Michael Keaton looks like without the mask in the Flash movie. What's your thoughts here, everyone, before we end?
Looks pretty
hyped.
cool.
Hyped? Looks great.
Looks cool for his age.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see this.
He looks happy. He looks so happy.
I'm still conflicted. I've agreed that I'm going to see it, but I'm still conflicted. I'm like, I don't even know if it's going to do good anymore. Like it's been up and it's going to do good. It's going to, I just don't know. DC's so like all over the place, but enjoy what you get, I guess.
Yeah, I know. A few weeks, I think. Yeah, a few weeks they're doing CinemaCon, and they're gonna show this movie the full movie, and then
really?
They're gonna allow the reactions.
But just Michael Keaton, this looks great. I like seeing this. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead, Voltaire.
I was saying, I wonder how much he's in the actual movie, though. I really hope.
Yeah.
I think he's in the entire movie. Because originally Keaton was supposed to be the new Batman, the DC EU Batman, replacing Affleck before what's happening now.
Interesting.
So he might still be in the entire movie, or maybe I hope they didn't restruct it. But they marketing like a Batman and Flash movie rather than a Flash with Batman in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this made me happy to see. That's all I really could say about it. There's not much to it. I was like, do I want to see this? Yeah, I'm happy to see this.
By the way, when I saw Super Mario, they played the trailer. Oh my god, it looks
Flash.
It looks so good in the big screen.
That's great.
Especially the way with the I'm Batman. Just so great.
It's
seeing that.
Like you said, yeah, I'm Batman.
Yeah, see in the big screen because I saw it to see it on my computer and on my TV, but seeing in a full theater with a full crowd, yeah, it was great.
All right. Well, I think we should end it because it's 2:00 for me. Thank you, Taladia, Voltaire, Senior Nerd. You stayed till the end, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll probably be talking about Star Trek. I got to catch up on. I got to watch some Star Trek before I go to bed. Bye, everyone. We'll see what happens with Mando. We'll see. It's gonna be a big episode next week when we get the finale. That's
and make sure you subscribe to Max
and Taladia. Subscribe to Taladia.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.